saying what's up already?
I like the I like the face on the picture.
Do you? It's
Yeah.
terrifying, but I love it.
Well, if anybody's listening to this and not following the Instagram, they can go fuck themselves because the beginning of every show starts off with the video.
Face. Yeah. Yeah.
And then from now on, whoever doesn't give the face sucks.
Hopefully, and eventually, I would like for that little blip to be like the beginning.
My face?
Well, maybe your face.
I wouldn't do that.
But your face, and then
My face is going to lose you followers.
superimpose Zach into it.
Well, if we plan it right, we have Zach sitting right here. We can all get the face.
We were talking about doing a little.
There's only one problem. If
Yeah.
Zach is with me,
Mm-hmm.
like, you won't be able to get a word in edgewise.
No, 100%. Because you guys can talk up everything. I'll just wait here.
Dude, just us going over just our memories.
So we talked about, because of how frequently he's on, we talked about having a third. Like, him and I will do an interview, but we kind of made up, like, if we have a third, it can be somebody that I know, but that he doesn't know, or somebody that he knows that I don't know, because otherwise it's going to be fucking, it's either going to be like an interrogation
Yeah.
or like a party,
Yeah.
and we weren't sure which one.
That's like the cool thing with me and Zach is our friendship is both that.
Yeah, 100%.
There's been times we've been very mad at each other,
Mm-hmm.
and there's been times like I probably wouldn't have made it without him.
Yeah, he's a son of a bitch, but I love him.
Like I said, I haven't gone into it, but we talked about it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
When I wasn't I didn't have a home, I was homeless for a little while. Zach, I slept on his couch, his futon.
Yeah, I know he was a big part of all that.
There's a
shit.
lot of details I can't go into on that, but
He dabbles in
But,
them from time to time.
actually, realistically, I met you because of Zach. He got me the job at Quick Pick.
Yeah,
Yeah, if it wasn't for Zach, I wouldn't. I'd never even put that together till right now.
shout out,
I would have never met you.
Mr. Morgan. I'm sure everybody at this point knows who he is. Hopefully soon we'll have some video feed. So you
I
can-
told you my first day on here. Want to get somebody on here to tell a story.
Zach. Yeah, that motherfucker can
That
flow, dude.
I told you he's been high on the mountain. He's been
Uh-huh.
low on the mountain. He's been in the middle. The motherfucker's been kicked off that motherfucker. Like, he's been through a lot of shit.
Yeah, every time I talk to him, dude, he presses me a little bit more. To be honest with you.
Yeah, going back and listen to the recording. His first one, I'm not gonna lie, my bitch ass was crying. Cause I knew him at that point. Like when it was just after his family went through that. But going into 8th grade, freshman year, we played on the same baseball team.
Yeah.
So I watched that happen. A lot of people, at least back in the day, know me as a football player, but in my heart, I wanted to be a baseball player.
I didn't honestly know that you knew him that far back.
Oh yeah, yeah. We played on a travel ball team in 8th grade together. We played high school freshman year, and then they opened up a new high school, and he went there.
What high school was it?
I was at Willow Canyon. He went to Shadow Ridge.
Mm.
After Shadow Ridge's first year was my sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
They opened up. So, not in a bad way, but a lot of people left Willow Canyon because I can go be a varsity player sophomore year,
Uh-huh.
which gave them a lot more exposure longer. So that's why a lot of people left.
Hmm.
I mean, dude, my freshman football team had 99 kids.
From what I understood about him as an athlete, he was damn good.
Yeah, at baseball, at least for me specifically, I remember baseball. Baseball, he was he's one of those kids you can put him in any position, he'd figure it out.
Zach?
Yeah,
I think that still stands.
he'll hate me for saying this, but pitching, he was a really good pitcher, but he had a weird throw, which is as much as he's gonna hate me for saying this, why his arm got fucked up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, his weird throw, as a batter, you couldn't figure it out. It was kind of it was a product of his demise, but at the same time, it was his strength at the same time. Because he was almost if you ever played baseball, you have like a sidearm thrower.
Yeah, yeah.
He was in the middle.
I was sidearm.
He was in the middle between a sidearm and like an over the top. Then you have submarines or like knuckle draggers, like Zach, which back in the day we called him Momo. He was like right in the middle.
I
like,
love that.
It was just weird because like a lot of batters like, how the fuck I can't read because they've never seen someone throw like that.
Right.
That I mean, he was so effective. Excuse me. He was so effective as a pitcher because a lot of people didn't like. What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, what is happening? How do you do that?
But
That's pretty good. I like that.
yeah,
What do you think about the new digs?
I
Do you,
mean,
do you like the clean setup?
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it a lot.
Yeah, improving.
These microphones are gangster.
I probably shouldn't talk about it too much because I think like probably every time you're here, it's going to be something different.
Yeah, I mean, at this rate,
Yeah.
originally it was supposed to be here every Friday, and the way my way my schedule's set up.
That's all right. Hey, if all things go as planned, our boy Pike is going to help me build a studio.
That boy Pike can build some shit.
We've already got it lined out, dude. Like price wise, supply wise,
Yeah,
it's going.
I don't know if he listens to this, but like I know we were supposed to go fishing with him earlier.
Yeah.
We both got off kind of fucking late. He sent me a goddamn fish, took his rod, bro.
Yeah, that's what
He's like, my most expensive rod is gone. It's in the canal. I'm like, it's a canal. Dump your ass in there and get it.
It's 3 foot deep. No, don't do that.
I say that, but I wouldn't jump in there.
He does. No,
It'd be
fuck
gone.
no.
It's gone.
I'd get caught in a cart and fucking lose my life. Are
Yeah,
you kidding me?
I'm weird about water. If I can't see the bottom, I ain't going in that water.
Preach.
If you had black pebble tech in your pool, and I know for a fact there's no sharks in there, I ain't going.
Listen to me. If your light's off in your pool, I ain't going. It's just not gonna happen.
I'll fight a bear before I get my ass in there.
Oh shit, man. Well, it's good to have you back.
So,
There's been quite a bit of listeners asking about your story.
that's not good.
It's pretty interesting.
You know, when you told me that, I was like, I looked at my wife. I go, should I be proud or concerned? You know, but
It's all good concern, man. You make for good stories. A lot of interesting topics and
there's just so much to talk about. I mean,
real life shit. You know, not a lot of people like to talk about the shit you want to talk about.
no. Well, like I told you earlier, you got the balls to ask. You got the balls to give the answer. Just don't ask a question you don't want the answer to.
Yep. The only question I still have is why do you have more pickle juice than I do?
Because you poured it.
I know. Sorry.
What I'm trying to ask is why we still have pickle juice in the room.
Yeah. We got these whiskey and pickle shots
For
waiting
the
for
record,
us.
I still think you should make a video.
You want to take a video of it?
Yeah, why not?
It's going to be the first live...
You got to start some type of tradition on it. You got to.
The first live broadcast interrupted for video feed.
Dude, like, Amanda doesn't even like whiskey.
All right.
But she will at least do a pickleback.
The picklebacks are
I mean,
delicious.
so it's like, anybody in the future who doesn't want to do picklebacks, at least try it one time.
Yeah.
And this is the place to try it.
100%. Okay. Well, I've done them before.
Well, I know we have. But
Okay.
future people haven't. Whiskey's not for everybody.
Stay lit. We're going to keep this live feed. And we're going to do this the same fucking way that I feed
lit. I better keep drinking then.
My little intro. Yeah, keep drinking. We're gonna send my little intro with a little mid-episode blip. Is that right?
I don't know.
We got 15 seconds to do it though. So it's
Hey
gonna be
man,
weird.
you're the guy. I'm just the guy here.
You got a fucking 10-second timer and you got 15-second window and hope for the best.
If we can't do a shot in 15 seconds, then we've really fallen off on our skills.
You gotta keep the feed rolling. Oh god. All right, we got that bitch set for. This is gonna be kind of fun. It's gonna be like our first episode of fucking bloopers.
Yeah, bloopers is my life.
So
My life is a fucking blooper.
cheers to you, my friend. Thanks for coming back. Oh yes, the pickle juice sets at home.
Why does it mix so well?
I don't know, but it's delicious.
Like, I have not tried this yet. What do they call tequila and pickle juice? Isn't it like a dirty hooker or something stupid like that? It's like some weird name.
I don't know. To be honest with you,
Where'd the Google-ate that?
you're in luck. We have computers here.
I'm gonna bust out that Google-ator. Somebody was telling me about that because You know, like I said, I like picklebacks. Who doesn't? I know people who don't like pickle juice.
Oh, excuse me.
Are you jamming?
Apparently.
Hey, what's our theme song?
What? We have a theme song?
I don't know. We need one.
Dude, I wouldn't even know what's...
Okay. I wouldn't really call it our theme song,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what song, every time it comes on, I think of you no matter what?
What is it?
Fucking Carolina Boys.
Yeah, you know
Because
what?
all the times we'd be at Cherry Bombers or Chili Bombers, depending on which time it was, you would always put touch tunes of goddamn Carolina Boys, and we would just get fucking retarded. And we're not even from Carolina, but it was a great song.
It was Lee Bryce, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Lee Bryce, Carolina Boys.
Every time I hear that song,
It's a fucking banger.
every time. Every time I hear that song, I think of all of our times at the bar. Because there was not a time that we were at the bar you did not put that song on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a little obsessive.
God, I miss those times.
I do, but I don't.
Yeah, like 100%.
I think it'd be much more...
I feel like I'd be farther along in life.
Yeah. Well, the
I didn't
fact...
spend so much money at the bar. Not even just money, but just the time alone. But, yeah, it's whatever.
I'd be a lot happier about it if we were doing this... Let's say, like, doing the same thing, blasting the same music, but in one of our backyards with a pool.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Is that fair?
No, extremely fair.
Okay.
That. Glad you said that. Because I remember there's like a part, you know, when you're growing up, you're like, okay, now we have the bar life.
Right.
And then there's like that adult life where it's like, we're going to do nastier shit than we would at the bar at our buddy's house.
But we're going to do it, yeah, at a house.
Yeah. You know, because if the cops show up there, you know, as long as no one got hurt, you can fuck off. But at a bar, a lot of the shit that we like to do, you got us in trouble.
People get in trouble for that shit.
Yeah.
So, it's alright. We'll get there one day. We're all still figuring shit out.
I don't even know if I wanted a goddamn pool. I gotta clean this shit.
Well, see, at that point, you can just hire somebody to do it.
Yeah, but then, you know the whole story, you know, pool boy fucks your old lady.
Okay. Alright, you're right.
Because I'm fat and I ain't got no dick.
This has gone far enough.
As people have mentioned from my last podcast. Why are you talking about your small dick? Yeah, I'm just being honest.
He's like, it's all fun and games until you find out that it's true.
Yeah, and it's, once again, I laugh because people are like, oh, you're being retarded. No, I'm being fucking honest. I don't understand.
It's not a joke. It's not my fault you don't listen.
I love the theme around here, by the way. Everything is Jack Daniels.
I wish. I wish there was more.
More Jack Daniels?
Well, Jack Daniels and the theme.
Because we have more Jack Daniels. I don't know about the theme part, but...
We got a buddy of ours house who has probably upwards of like $3 million worth of Jack Daniels memorabilia.
Good Lord.
Bottles.
I still have like the handle
Barrels.
that I brought over.
Yeah.
I have a Jack Honey and a Jack regular. Amanda made them into lamps. So like her side was the honey, my side was the original.
Yeah.
Once this studio gets all like, you know, we're going on the air YouTube, I gotta donate those too.
I would, you know what? That's definitely one thing. Like once the studio, like a real studio, takes off, I'm kind of excited to start like putting shit in it and with the video feed and everything like that.
That'd be cool, dude.
Yeah.
They'd look really fucking good right there.
I'm super excited.
I mean,
about
they'd
it,
block
man.
your screen, but I don't give a shit.
Fuck that little guy.
Yeah, we don't need that.
That little one just to tell me that it's recording. Guess what? It's recording.
Yeah.
So, but
Totally random there, the whole first 14, 15 minutes there.
well, that's all right. It'll get you
Fuck it.
going. You know, I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there listening that are just as big fans of Jack Daniels.
I kind of feel like when people tell me I don't like Jack Daniels, it's like,
I have learned that people either don't like to admit they don't like Jack, or that people don't like to admit that they like Jack Daniels, or they like it too much and it makes them a different person.
well, like my wife, Amanda, which you know,
Yes.
doesn't like whiskey or fucking apple pie.
Hold on a minute. Wait. You know what?
I know I'm a communist for even marrying her.
I was fine
but-
until you said apple pie.
I'm just as concerned as you are.
Amanda, we got to talk.
Oh, trust me, the conversation has been fucking had. Like,
What's with the apple pie?
I don't fucking like. I'll eat the apple pie, but I don't really like apple pie. I'm like, how do you? Even if you said, "Hey, I like apple pie with ice cream on it," because who the fuck don't? But
Right.
don't tell me you don't like apple pie.
Maybe she hasn't had good apple pie.
Maybe.
Is it like, did McDonald's set her the wrong way? I don't. Anyway, conversation for a different podcast.
Yeah, I'm already getting angry.
Yeah, I'm upset.
I'm already getting mad.
I almost threw something. I don't even want to talk to you about it.
Good news is she likes cheesecake, which, I mean, is a win in my heart. But
I wish I knew how to make cheesecake.
we don't need to learn how to make it. We just go buy them out there. I'm sure I could figure it out, but way faster to buy it. Anyway, you were going to ask something, and I got all fucked up there.
That's all right. I was gonna delve right into it. I really, at this point, I've worked with you long enough. Over the last, how long have we worked together, like collectively?
That's a really good question.
I don't even remember how long I was at the first two. Then I quit, and then I came back.
I'd say maybe a year at ClickPick. Maybe.
Maybe.
I worked at
Might not.
Western for 4 years, but 2 years each time.
Jesus Christ! Did you really?
Yeah.
Ooh, their reputation makes me age just thinking about it.
If I remember right, I'm pretty sure I worked there for 2 years. I left. I went and drilled.
Oh boy, I remember picking you up from that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Picked you up from Tempe.
You picked me up from and if I remember, you dropped me off too when I got shipped out.
Yeah.
I don't know, as we call it in the biz, the hitch. When I was on my hitch.
Yeah.
God, I miss drilling.
Do you?
Okay.
I saw
ton of money.
I saw one of their vans the other day, and it fucking took me all the way back.
Dude, like, I made stupid money.
Mm-hmm.
Middle of fucking nowhere. You get a young redneck with money, middle of nowhere, in a bar. Bro.
Yeah, but
I drilled for 6 months, and let's see, in New Mexico, I got in handcuffs once. In Odessa, I got in handcuffs twice.
woo-hoo, I didn't hear those stories.
Yeah, I don't remember those stories, so that's why you haven't heard them.
I just you used to text me pretty often or call me even.
It was hard. It was rough.
Call me from the fucking hotel rooms and shit.
Yeah.
You talked to me about how fucking shitty it was.
It was a hard life. Made a lot of money, but it was a hard life. Like,
Andrew's doing that shit now.
Andrew's drilling?
Yeah, he's in North Dakota.
That's too goddamn cold.
I think he's oil. I don't think it's water.
Well, I did both.
Did you?
I did both oil and water.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
I know he's
Odessa
doing.
was oil and Albuquerque was water.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I think he's doing 6 on, 2 off. Something like that.
It's funny, like, totally off subject, but I think that's how mine and Amanda's relationship started.
Drilling?
Well, when I was in Albuquerque, we drilled the hole,
Uh-huh.
and then after the drill team left, because I had pump experience, like developing a water well,
Uh-huh.
working for my uncle in Buckeye, I stayed back, and then we set the pump, and I would sit there for like literally 12 hours, and every 30 minutes I had to write down numbers off of gauges.
I do remember
For
you fucking telling me
fucking
that.
Weeks.
Just
bro.
writing down numbers
Yeah.
on gauges.
When Amanda was so hell-bent on trying to hook up with a certain somebody, which was not me. You. You know, we just started talking back and forth all the fucking time. And then, yeah, when I showed back up, remember you picked me up.
Yep.
First thing we did, I bought me a gun.
Yep.
We went to a bar, because naturally. And then she showed up. It was like from that day, like we never not hung out or talked. It was weird. Like the whole time trying to get you set back up with her, somehow got me set back up with her.
It was a weird time.
Yeah, yeah. It's the best part is like when I tell a story that people who know us, but that they don't know that we go like that deep.
Yeah.
They're like, really?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, we don't really advertise it, but that's how it all worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely try not to advertise it, but it's definitely, I mean, it's a close point, you know?
Still, my favorite story is like, people are like, when you first met her, did you know? I go, funny, when I first met her, I told my buddy Sage, if you continue hanging out with her, I want nothing to do with you. She was a fucking psycho. And then later on, I found out more of the story, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny. Fucking,
I love you both. It's all right.
yeah, we're both retarded. It's fine.
A little bit. Damn. I keep going back to fucking picking you up. It was like picking up a buddy that came home from the fucking military. You were like almost like shell shocked, dude.
Well, goddamn, I was spent in the middle of nowhere. I was drunk as shit for 6 months.
Yeah, bro. You came back.
First time I was sober was in your truck.
just
I'm
fucking
like-
sitting in my truck. I'm like, so, you want to go to the bar? Fucking middle of the day, we end up at fucking Bombers or some shit.
Dude, no. Where the fuck did we go? We went to some random. Because we went to Sportsman's Warehouse, which I don't remember which fucking one we went to.
Probably the one right down the street.
There was a bar down the street from that, or in the same plaza or something.
It might have been like Bailey's or something, maybe.
I don't fuck. I really have no idea. I went with you.
I don't know, man. It was
Like-
broad daylight. It was like middle of the fucking day.
I just remember the
I'm
waitress
just
were
like-
like, we want 2 pitchers, and they're like, well, each pitcher serves 2 people. We're like,
Yeah.
no, we understand that, but we like
Yeah, bring
pitcher
'em.
for him, pitcher for me. She was like not okay with it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she brought them, and then before she came back again, we're like 2 more pitch. Like, holy fuck!
You know, actually, now that you say that, bro, I think we were at Santizi's. I'm fucking like 90%
Santizi Brothers
sure.
Pizza?
Yeah.
We actually, you know what? I
I'm
think we
fucking
were.
pretty sure we were at Santizi's.
I think we. You know what's funny? I was just getting on the fucking freeway right here, and I was like, God, I missed that place.
Yeah.
I probably was Santizi.
Yeah. When I come home from work, dude, I can smell their garlic pizza. Anyway, off topic.
Fat guy.
Oh my god.
I'm too fat for you to tell me that.
I'm sorry, man. It gets me excited every day. I fucking drive by there like 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm just. My
Oh
god,
fuck! I live in Avondale, so all the goddamn Mexican food restaurants got me fucking screaming.
dude.
I am so tired of Mexican food, but I can eat it all the time.
What? There's one fucking. I'm not gonna remember now. There's one intersection out there that has Oh, you know
I
what?
might know what it is.
No,
is
no.
it the Cabron
No,
taco place?
I'm all fucked up. It's
Oh.
it's Northern and the 101. There's a Sicilian butcher.
What?
Do you know where the cabin is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's right
Well, I
there.
used to work there.
The cabin? Were you a bouncer
That's a whole other story.
there? Yeah, were you a fucking bouncer? What are you doing?
I didn't tell you that?
No, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I was there drinking one night, and like, you know me, I'm pretty quiet to myself. This
Yeah.
dude's dancing, and he's fucking spilling his drink everywhere. I'm like, hey, motherfuckers, like, step
Get
the
the
fuck back.
off.
Yeah, go fuck off somewhere else. He tried to swing at me, so
Oh.
naturally, I
Great.
fucking punched him. Long story short, we're not gonna get into all the details. There was a big fight. They took everybody outside. They took me to the back room, like through the kitchen, into this shanty fucking office with papers every fucking where.
It's like where the soda boxes are, but nobody really wants to sit.
Right, but it's like the owner's office.
Yeah.
And he goes, you have 2 options. Either you never show your face here again, or you start next weekend. And I'm like, excuse me?
What?
He's like, yeah. He goes, well, hear me out. He goes, you can work security Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. Or it was, no, sorry, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. Because Thursday nights was ladies' night.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he goes, you get 50% off everything in the restaurant and bar while you work here. And I'm like, fucking done.
Well, say less, dude.
Dude, I remember buddy of mine, Dakota, his wife's birthday. I told everybody, put your tab under me, and then everyone chip in.
Yeah.
The entire night, we were there for 5.5 hours. The whole bill was like $300. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so like, I mean, the 50% off was the shit.
I kind of like going there.
Well then, yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, I would still work there. Actually, when I came back from drilling, oh wait, hold on. Stand by.
I think that was before drilling.
It was before drilling. I just remember when I came back, then I went back to Western.
Was that
Was the
Bambulus or
first
Jet?
date I took Amanda to was at fucking the cabin.
The cabin.
It was very expensive. Let me tell you, we weren't ready for that.
They have a new artisan menu.
Yeah. No, the guy's like, hey, I recommend the nachos. We're like, yeah, fuck yeah, nachos, beer, why not? Nobody told us the fucking nacho shows up on a goddamn pizza plate and it's $34 fucking dollars. Okay, and then each one of our beers was like $14 a piece.
Yep.
And 17 of those fucking things later. It was so bad that Amanda was like, I'm taking you out to dinner next time.
She's like, I got the next 2.
Yeah, and then we went to Tagliani's, which is one of my favorite Italian restaurants. 51st and Bell Road, right next to Popo's.
But it's delicious. I love Popo's.
And it was not even a quarter of what I spent. Fucking goddamn.
I just
Cabin.
want to shout out to Popo's.
If Popo's can sponsor us, like,
I think it's a very underrated Mexican food joint.
dude, it is the Mexican food joint.
Plenty of TVs, plenty of bar space.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard the original on 67th and Indian School, which is like literally my dad's childhood.
I've seen
was
it.
Spent at.
Yeah.
In my childhood,
Yeah.
supposedly they closed down because of COVID. Sucks.
Oof.
I remember going in and they had like the Galaga and the fucking like Pac-Man games right there in the front lobby you can play.
Galaga.
Did you notice that we have one of those at work? You see that?
Huh?
Yeah, when you walk out in the shop, the rack right there.
Oh, yeah, the fucking
For the
arcade
shop?
thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We need to figure out how to get that in my house.
I mean, if it's that covered in dust, I'm sure they're not going to notice if it's gone.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They don't gotta know. They don't listen to this. They'll be alright.
I think Greg might. Greg, you tall, skinny son of a bitch.
That's because he's at eye level with the shit.
She's eye level with everything. It'd be a miracle. Well, it still shows that it's open tomorrow morning at 11. Just so you know.
Well, maybe it is. I don't. I just remember during my wedding week, like my family, when they wanted to go there, my dad's like, "Oh, they supposedly closed at COVID."
Oh, you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about a different restaurant. I love Popo's. Don't get me wrong. That whole segment about Popo's was correct. But I was thinking about one in Peoria. And what I was thinking about was Top Shelf.
Dude, I haven't been there in a long
I
time.
love Top Shelf, dude. Their margaritas. Titties.
You went to Raul and Teresa's with us, right?
Huh?
Yeah, Raul and Teresa's, that restaurant by the house.
Yeah, and every time I go there and I ask for fucking open bar seating, they're like, oh, yeah, it's not open bar. It's okay, my friend. I'm like, it's not fucking okay, my friend. I'm on call. I need you to make a spot real quick.
I'm on call. Get me a bar spot.
I need you to sit me at the bar and make it happen real quick. I have cash. We need to go.
Yeah.
But it's never open seating at the bar, so I have to wait.
I that fucked me all up when you said that. But I just like to have margaritas on tap.
They do. It's amazing.
It's good. As long as you're not one of those assholes that wants it blended like a fucking fairy. But
If it's blended, there's more room in there
actually,
for margarita.
funny thing, we're talking about blended. The night I got into a bar fight at the cabin, so there's a rule. If someone buys you a drink and you don't drink it, that's saying something.
What's it saying?
Just fuck you or something. Like if I bought you a drink
Uh-huh.
out of respect because I wanted to buy you a drink,
Right.
and you're like, oh, I don't want to drink that, I'm gonna secretly fuck you up later.
Mm.
So people knew that about me. So they bought me a daiquiri. Whipped cream and all. So when I got into that bar fight, I was holding a fucking strawberry daiquiri in my hand. Whipped cream and all.
You're shitting me, right?
Yeah, no, that's like the best part is like, so I got a job. I beat the fuck out of some dude.
Mm-hmm.
Never spilt my daiquiri,
It was okay.
which I think because it was blended, it saved me a little bit.
It was. It was not on the rocks. It was slushy.
But like someone always asks me, like, why don't you ever drink your margaritas blended? And I'm like, too many memories.
That's fucking-
The blended just fuck. I start fighting people.
Because it's fucking bullshit. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh,
As soon as a man orders a blended anything, you're getting into a fight. I promise.
it's fucking great.
And if you don't get into a fight, there's somebody in that room going, "No, fuck that dude up." You know? I don't know. I'm retarded.
Well, now I'm never gonna forget it.
The next time you order a fucking blended, and you're like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna do a bar fight."
I don't think I've ever ordered anything blended. So, but now I might have to. I don't know.
Get a daiquiri.
Strawberry daiquiri.
Hey, secretly, they're fucking delicious.
They are super delicious. Yeah, they're refreshing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, you drink that strawberry beer? Yeah, it's refreshing. I do.
Are you talking about the
Like Angry Orchard.
Natty? No.
What?
Whoa.
I haven't tried the Bush Apple yet.
No. That's what I'm talking about. It's shit. I'm not gonna remember now. It's got the fucking. It's pink. It's like pink lemonade. It's natty. I think.
Mike's Hard?
No, I'm pretty sure it's like Natty Light, but they came out with like a.
Never
Fucking. We got computers. I'll just figure it out. That's two different computers.
Dude, the only time I've ever drank Natty Light, really, there's a out here anyway in Arizona. There's a bar called Booties, and their Booty Brew, which is usually on special, is a Natty Light. That's the only time I ever drink Natty Light. Nothing wrong with it. I just not my choice.
It's Natter Days.
So I have this beer mug. What?
Yeah, it's Natter Days. I told you. And it's delicious.
What is that?
It's beer.
It's lemonade?
Yeah.
If it wasn't so pink and yellow.
Dude, the can. It's a
The
gorgeous.
can looks gay as hell, but like.
The can is a gorgeous sunset.
You put that in a solo cup, I'll try it.
They're good.
Okay, speaking of that, you know the baseball fields.
What's vodka? Hold on a minute.
Oh, what's that baseball field out there? Victory Lane.
Yeah.
You ever go there?
On Pinnacle Peak?
Yeah.
Yeah, car shows.
So car shows,
Sorry.
baseball.
Yeah.
Like
They got like 3 fields and
yeah,
shit.
we used to go play football. But they don't have a lot more than that. But we used to play baseball there. We played football there. Like I grew up there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But Victory Lane. I remember like when I started drinking, because like I'm allergic to beer. I'll drink it.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
You probably told me this like a million times, and I'm still.
It don't matter if I drink like 1 or 17.
Mhm.
Like my stomach is wrecked.
Great.
So if you got me drinking beer, then like you just know that I'm going full tilt, okay? Because I don't give a fuck. But because of that, like Angry Orchard, like the cider beers, I don't know what it is in beer, maybe hops or something, barley, I don't know. But the cider beers does not affect my stomach.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
When Victory Lane first started carrying like Reds or Angry Orchard, I would order it. But the bartenders knew me so well as being like a scary individual. They'd give it to me in a solo cup so no one saw that it was like a red beer. I remember I used to laugh so hard. And we're like, why is your goddamn beer always served in a cup and not like a tall can? Bitch, don't ask questions, you know?
Mind your
Like-
business, first of all.
But yeah, it was secretly because I liked that fruity shit, you know what I mean? Whatever.
I love it because if
It tastes good, it tastes good. Like, fuck
when you say shit like that, man, I'm just like, if you fucking actually knew him, you probably give better hugs than most motherfucking females I know.
Oh, yeah, dude. One, I have bigger titties than most females, you know?
Oh shit,
Dude, who was I, God damn. He don't listen to this, so he don't matter. But there's an old friend of mine that has known me through, like, elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you've always been like that dude that'll fight anybody, that scary dude. But he was making fun of me because of my pets.
Your pets, like
I-
the bunnies.
The bunnies. Yeah.
Why?
He's like, why you, this fight everybody mean fucker, and then this innocent little bunny.
You got bunnies, man.
Well, that's the point. It's because they're innocent. They're like the little.
Yeah, it's a little enlightenment for the day.
Yeah. You know, it's. Well, like that night I left here. When I found out my dog killed one.
I know. I was
Bro,
on the
I had
back.
4 police officers in my driveway waiting for me to get there.
I wouldn't forget that if I had a choice, dude. I was standing on the back fucking patio. You came storming out my back door,
You know, I just told
And
my
you
dad
were
that
like-
story yesterday.
and you were like, "I'm about to fucking kill one of these motherfucking dogs," and I was like, "What?"
Well, yeah, I was trying to show you our security cameras
Yeah,
that we had.
you were
and
showing
I
me
see
on
a
your
dog
phone.
just tearing my shit up. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Ruger,
Dude,
get inside,
yeah.
inside, Doodle.
I made it from here to my house in Prescott Valley, which is an hour and a half away in 27
Yeah.
minutes.
I
I was cooking. Drunk as fuck. I remember I called, my neighbor was a DPS officer.
Yeah.
I remember calling him, like, dude, you need to get over there. Dog's tearing my bunny up. and like he's like talking to me through the camera.
Mhm.
Like she's gone. Bro. I was like, I'm gonna kill them fucking dogs. You better take them to your house. You better take them somewhere. When I showed up, 4 Prescott Valley police officers were there and ripped me out of my truck, took my gun, handcuffed me.
Really?
I didn't tell you about all this.
No.
Yeah. Cops were at my house waiting. Because I was going to kill a dog. I was going to kill who the fuck was in my house. Like, all over a fucking bunny. No, I was drunk, so I was a little...
It's irrelevant.
I was a little spicy.
Moving forward.
Yeah, so
a little spicy.
But, yeah, fucking cops were there, dude. And then somehow, me and the DPS guy are in the driveway, hugging, crying because of, like... Okay, this is gonna get personal. I'll explain it. Like, one reason why I like the rabbits is because they're innocent
Mm-hmm.
and they can't fend for themselves. So it's like every child that I've seen dead in a car accident, I associate to a rabbit.
Damn.
Like this is serious shit. I've never told this to fucking anybody.
Was that like a real thought?
This is real shit.
You really actually
rabbits.
You put that together on your own?
Yeah, because if you took a rabbit out of my cage right now,
That sound like shit.
there's no way
like
that
shit.
it could protect itself. Like, you would kill it.
Right.
It can't do anything. It's like a kid. Every fatality that I've done where the parent was being a fucking jackass and the kid was just along for the ride, I associate with a rabbit. It's this innocent little, just wants to love you creature.
So you got like this this feeling of being able to protect that being for a minute?
Exactly. So when...
Is that really what you associate that with?
100%. Like, I'm being 100% honest. Like, when I see my rabbits, when I go home every day and I pet my rabbit, like...
It's for the babies that didn't have control.
Yes.
God.
Like Lucky, my rabbit that is like
Damn
my
it,
buddy.
dude.
There's a... God damn, I don't want to talk about this. There was an accident that I did shortly after my baby brother was born that looked just like my baby brother. And my parents are young, so my brothers and sisters are very young. So I did an accident. The kid was blonde hair, blue eyed, same age, looked just like my brother. Well, my rabbit Lucky is that kid. And ask Amanda, if you touch my rabbit in the wrong way, I'll fucking knock you out. Actually, ask Matt. I don't know if you remember Matt. You remember Matt, that old mechanic at TNT?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So he came over, pulled my rabbit out of the clutch. He's like, "Oh, this would make good soup." I dropped that motherfucker instantly. Like, I dropped him to the floor, and it wasn't like I meant to. I don't know why, but for some reason my brain associates innocent rabbit with innocent kid. And I have 4 rabbits for 4 reasons. Like, it's like I've never told this to anybody. Even Amanda doesn't understand this yet. So
fuck, man.
So my rabbits, there's a reason for them. So I don't remember where I was really going with this, but yeah, the rabbits is like my way of coping with the shit that I've been through, even the shit that I've done. Like, cause I am not a saint. Like, I've done some very mean shit to people who didn't deserve it. That's a whole other. We'll talk about that another day. But the innocence of the rabbit. So when I got home, I wanted to kill them dogs, man.
Yeah, you told me. You told me flat out before you left.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put a fucking bullet in that dog's head.
Well, me and the DPS guy, John, which you met him. We're crying in the driveway because he gets it.
He's had to deal with kids. He's had to deal with shit just the way that we have
tenfold compared to what we have.
Yeah.
It's an everyday thing for him. So he 100% understood. Amanda got upset because, like, anybody that knows me knows that I don't really show emotion. At least I try not to. I hide stuff. I keep it to me. So she left.
She left that night?
Yeah, she got really upset. She took off. I told her this actually the other day too, because she doesn't realize. If you ever question how much I love you, you'll know that I convinced a DPS highway patrolman to get in his personal squad car, drunk as hell, lights going, which if anybody knows that police officers, their lights, it records.
Yeah.
If your lights are on, the cameras record. We're both drunk as fuck in his car, searching Prescott Valley for her. Crazy, right?
Damn.
All over a fucking rabbit. But
we might have to pick that one out.
yeah, it's hard though, cause like some people just don't understand like the. Like, I never thought PTSD would get me, but it got me.
That's
I don't think about it all the time. Like I don't like dream about it. I don't wake up. Actually, I just had her dad over for the last weekend. We smoked some barbecue. And I was just telling him about like the other day. You know, the one that we did a couple weeks ago. The guy was like ripped in half and fucking spot. It's gnarly shit. I don't need to get into it, but he's like, man, that's like some PTSD shit.
you're like, yeah.
And
Thanks,
I never
Dick.
thought about it, but like I never thought about it till he said it, and I'm like, no, it never bothered. Oh, maybe it does. Like,
That's when you made the connection.
yeah, like I never one time put together the like me not being able to sleep, or the depression, or the like. Because some people are like, I don't understand why you like. Just last podcast we were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know people love me. I know I'm blessed. And all these things. I've seen the ugly side of life. Like, you know, we have. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have too. But it's like, well, the people that say that, it's because they've never seen nothing before.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, but it never clicked until he said it. He's like, man, that's some like PTSD shit. I'm like, nah, man. Oh, fuck. Maybe
Son
it
of a
is.
Bitch.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's. I can't. It sucks so bad to like try and wrap your finger around it, around shit that you've been through. You don't realize how much of an effect it has on you until you hear it in words.
yeah, until someone points it out.
You know,
Yeah, like,
and that's the thing is like it's
because like the fucked up part is like the adults, like, and I genuinely mean this, the adults don't bother me. It's like, you know what, you probably put yourself here.
Mhm.
But the kids shit, I know I touched on this last one. Like the kids though, it's like, dude, they had no fucking choice. Like they were just along for the ride.
No, I mean, if there was one thing between all the situations I've seen and you've seen, the one thing I will agree on is when I see evidence of a child on scene, whether it be a car seat or whatever the case may be.
Well, and you're a dad. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even have a kid yet.
I
can't imagine. Like,
when I see a car seat on scene, I have to like I don't really have much of a choice but to stop.
you know, I'm scared to be a dad because of that. Because I feel like once I'm a dad, I can't do my job.
It took me a while to disconnect. But there was a long time working for I would say it's probably mostly at TNT, but there was a lot of times I would see like evidence of a child being on scene in rollovers or big ass accidents, possible fatals, criticals, all that shit. Where I would have to verify with the police on scene, you know, before I can move on.
Not that it's a contest by no means,
Uh-huh.
but like for people that listen that maybe not understand me, the difference between you on scene versus me on scene is very different.
There's a big difference.
Because generally, like I really don't mean to sound like an asshole. Like when you show up, it's like the tail end of everything. When I show up, like I'm picking the truck off of their family, I'm picking the car off the family. Like I'm there because there's somebody trapped,
Right.
and they can't get them out.
Right.
And it's like, you know, I think I touched on this last one too. But the last record I did at TNT, I had 2 kids, Chris and Casey, which they were both there on the rec scene, and I told them like, hey, when things start to happen, you need to walk away. That's fine. Just touch me on the shoulder, like, hey, I'm gonna be over here.
Yeah.
And I was kind of surprised at first because, like, when we started opening up the car, I lifted the semi truck off the fucking car. We started spreading it open. I helped the firemen get the bodies out because, they showed up with these little fucking women, whatever. It's not that they were women. It's just they just couldn't do it.
Okay.
So they asked me to do it. You know what I mean? So I helped pull the guys out. I looked over, and both of them were still standing there. I'm like, God damn, these fucking sickos, like twisted motherfuckers. But like, I forget too, like this is their first time. In a weird way, like you almost want to see it. Like your first time, you have to.
Right.
Like you have to.
I remember.
You have to understand.
Yeah, I remember.
But I remember 4 hours later, after the scene's cleared, I'm getting phone calls. Already, Chris, dude, I can't sleep. How do you do it? Like, God damn, it's your first one. Yeah, he's like, well, how many you seen? I'm like, I quit counting, bro.
Yeah.
I've been doing this since I was 16 years old. Like,
stop paying attention.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how to help you. All I can say is, understand it wasn't your fault. Nothing you can do. And if you're sleeping next to your old lady, just put your hand on her.
This is such...
Amanda knows. Like, when I come home and I had a rough night, I put my hand on her. She won't say a word.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is such a perfect follow-up to the conversation that Zach and I had about this. And before we get into that, because everybody knows at this point that I have the tiniest fucking bladder, we're going to take a pee break.
Well, I got to pee too.
So...
Hey, fuck y'all. We're half a gallon of whiskey in.
But...
Not really, but it sounds good.
We're going to talk about...
We should definitely do another pickleback with them.
You want to do another pickleback?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, God. For this conversation, it might be appropriate. So, we're going to take a pee break, grab another whiskey shot, and we'll be right back. Let's see how it goes. We're back. And guess what?
I peed twice.
We peed twice, and we got more shots.
They say that a mammal pees like 21 seconds. I'm pretty sure I peed 42 seconds.
You know, elephants pee 5 gallons.
Bro, I had to like stop, regain energy, pee again.
Is that why the toilet flushed 3 times?
Probably.
Okay.
That and the throw up. That's fine.
That's the throw up.
I'm just kidding.
Well, if we're doing tequila now,
dude, I haven't been throw up drunk since like.
It's been a minute. Listen, I'll figure it out.
At least 6 years. Well, hold on.
6
there was
years?
one time when I was living in Blythe, our neighbors, she got me pretty lit. And Amanda was like, I don't like when you're drunk. I'm like, you're lucky we're in the middle of nowhere because this ain't good.
You say she likes it when you're drunk? Oh.
Yeah. She likes the sex. So.
Oh.
Because I don't get I'll put a Coke bottle in your ass. Like, I don't give a fuck.
You're like, I gotta see how this fits. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I'd just be showing up with some random shit like a spatula and a fucking ladle. Like, what are you doing with that? I don't know. We're gonna figure it out though.
I'm gonna put this end in your ass and we're gonna see if you can flip an egg. What do you think? It wouldn't surprise me one bit.
My God.
Oh,
I'm
God.
way too hard at that because I can picture it. Like, that's not,
You're all twerk hard now.
I'm gonna try that shit. Hey, go make me breakfast, but I want to try stuff first.
Well, hold on. We're gonna figure this out. Babe, do you like pancakes?
Oh God.
How about syrup?
When girls be like, you're not dirty enough for me. Oh no, we are. We just have respect for you. There's a difference.
Yeah. There's a line to be drawn.
I had a
and we draw the line
totally
at breakfast.
Random, but a friend of mine from high school.
Oh God.
We hang out with him pretty often. His name is Dakota Jet. I don't know. I'll put him on blast. Fuck it.
It's
But,
a little
like,
too late.
I've known his old lady for like literally my entire life. I was
Mhm.
best friends with her brother since like 4 or 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Known them forever. Actually, Casey, when him and his wife used to babysit us, which I know a lot of people don't know who Casey is yet, but it was we like that's part of that same group.
You're talking
kids.
about the late Casey?
Yeah, like Casey. So
Rest in peace, brother.
anyway, yeah, definitely rest in peace or rest in craziness, whatever the fuck you're doing.
Rest in alcohol, whatever you're doing that
But
back there.
Dakota was like, man, I hate, like, she'll get mad at me. And she'll be like, I hear all these stories about you. And I'm like, I want that guy. And I'm like, God, I get the same problem. But the problem is, that guy had no respect. And you would not like that guy.
Yeah. It's not going to be in your ballpark there.
Like, I hear these crazy sex stories. Like, yeah, the difference is I have respect for you.
The sex stories were with
Like,
probably your girlfriend.
if I have a daughter, it's purely karma.
You think so?
I know so.
Oof.
I was a dickhead. I was a respectful dickhead. But if you open the Pandora's box,
Mhm.
you're getting all of it.
I'm almost mildly thankful that I kind of did meet Matthews.
Yeah. I think you met the... Nah, maybe not.
Maybe like no,
You might have seen glimpses of him, like, when I was drinking at the river or whatever, but...
I
Yeah,
met
like,
I met like
the Matthews part of me...
the rectified Matthews is what I met. I met somebody that was on his way to being humble.
There's even a couple, like, friends of mine on Facebook that they'll comment, like, yeah, this ain't the Matthews I know. Like, because
Yeah.
Matthews ain't there no
Yeah,
more,
yeah,
man.
yeah. There's a
Austin
reason,
had to grow up, all right?
there's a reason for that motherfucker.
We're going to do this pickleback or what?
Yeah, we'll do the pickleback, and I'm gonna get back into some of the conversation with you about what we're talking about.
Yeah. I heard you had some
I got a little bit of a.
seriousness to talk about.
I hope it's a humbling point of view. It's slightly different, if not a little bit similar. It's kind of complicated.
Hey, man, if anybody gets mad about being humbled, they're a piece of shit. Okay? Like, sometimes I think you need that.
That's fair, and I think that's a solid point to cheers on
Cheers, buddy. You know, we'll do this one for Casey since we're talking about him.
for Casey. I miss you,
Cheers.
brother.
Trust me, he would be all over this.
Yes, he would. He'd be here with us.
Cheers.
To Casey.
Why is the pickle juice so good, though?
It's delicious.
It's refreshing. Anyway.
So we're dabbling a little bit about the point of view that you've had to deal with, dealing with deceased and uncovering said situations and kind of going down that road.
Yeah.
What one of the things that Zach and I had kind of dabbled in was uncertainty in the situation. So you might have the unfortunate capability of helping remove said deceased, which sucks. I will never disagree with that at all. That is a very shitty circumstance. It's a very morbid and humbling circumstance, and I will not demean that by any means. But the one thing that I will say about what we have in the second stage of that circumstance is the uncertainty that goes along with it. You get to help pull the bodies out. I get to clean up the mess. But when I get to clean up the mess, I don't know. For one, I don't know what happened. I don't know if that person's alive. I don't know if that person lived or passed away. I get a lot of questions. And to even further that to the next step, when I see that there was possibly a car seat involved or children involved, there's a lot of questions left unanswered, which I feel like can be equally as damaging.
100%.
You know,
Because I'll be honest, when I show up on those scenes,
Uh,
the first thing I ask, like when I find out whatever the hierarchy is,
uh,
what happened?
right.
Because depending on what happened will totally depend on how I feel about it. Oh, if Jackass was fucking drunk and wrapped himself around the pole, fuck you. I really don't think about you.
I can see that.
You know, but like the last one with the dude that got split, he was on a bicycle. He was just riding home
The guy in the
from
canal.
work. Yeah. And fucking dumbass kid racing his dad's Jaguar
Yep.
fucking tail whipped him because he got T-boned at 140 miles an hour.
You were on that one?
Yeah. I had to lift the car off the second half of the guy. But like,
See?
and it's like, part of me is like, okay, like some people are like, why doesn't it bother you? Well, like this particular point, that dude got hit so fucking hard, he had no idea it happened.
Really?
Oh, dude, imagine a car spinning out at 140 miles an hour and tail whipping you. That's my phone. Sorry. I mean, that guy died instantly. Like, he had not a fucking clue, but maybe a tenth of a second of what the fuck. But it's the people that
So I
that
think
knew.
we
you
were
know?
we were talking a little bit about the sensitivity of this issue. And I don't want to ever disregard the long-term effects of this. I personally was not. What's the word? I personally was not agreeable with the humor. No, that's not the right word. Shit, what am I looking for here? I heard
maybe
about.
I know what you're saying, maybe I don't.
I heard about
There's
this.
a level of comedy that is on a scene
Yeah.
that is both some people are okay with and some people are not. And I can tell you from my experience, you can tell right away. If a kid's involved, there is no fucking around.
Right.
Everybody's serious, everybody's professional. But like, and this is another way for me to cope with it along with other people.
Mm-hmm.
We make fun of the situation. Like, for example, like I don't even remember how old I was at this point. One of the fatalities, and I'm already laughing because that's how funny it is. One of the fatalities that I found, this dude crashed, and he was like all wadded up in his windshield, and both of his hands had his both middle fingers just at the window. It's like, in our head, like this dude cut him off, and he's like, "Fuck you," and then that's how he died. So like when you show up on scene, you see this dude's body, like, look at this fucking asshole. You know what I mean? Like he's already flipped me off. You know what I mean? It's like that's kind of like you kind of have to make that humor to somewhat be okay with it.
I'm glad you added that last section.
Because there's a lot of people that I've had this conversation with. They're like, some people are like, man, you're so fucking cynical. And it's like, I'm not cynical. I'm trying to cope with
Right,
it.
right. At
Like,
what point in time do you expect me to not have a coping mechanism?
dude, like, I mean, some of my buddies that came back from, like, overseas,
Right,
the wars, like, people think I'm fucking cynical.
right. Talk to some of them.
Hear them and then, like, watch them talk about the most horrifying things you can ever possibly imagine with a smile on their face.
Ask a guy to describe how we got blown up.
Yeah, dude.
That'll
like,
treat you right.
shit. Okay, prime example. I have a friend of mine. Okay, I'm not gonna say his name because I haven't talked to him in a long time. But he got blew by ID. This was his story. He goes, "Sure shit. There I was walking, fucking let out a fart. So I stepped over sideways and let my leg up, and I stepped on an ID, blew my leg off."
Oh my
He goes,
god.
"If I wouldn't have farted, I wouldn't have blew my leg off." And I'm like, "How the fuck do you not laugh at that?"
Yeah. How do you?
Like, and if you don't laugh at his story, he's more offended. It's like, but it also kind of goes back to like my mental state sometimes, where I'm like I think in my head so dark and so bad all the time, and I'm like, and this motherfucker is over here laughing his ass off, literally because he blew his ass off.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Butt cheek
it's
lost.
just, God damn. I tell you, man, there's so many times the other day I think I have a problem, and I think about other individuals, and I'm like, well, you ain't got shit. Like, shut the fuck up. You know? And sometimes easier said than done, but
Yep. Yep. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy to think
man,
about.
if I still had contact with that guy, if you ever had him on this podcast,
You ain't got contact no
you'd
more?
either get kicked off of Spotify or you'd make millions.
I
he
doubt
was
that.
just God. He was great. I haven't talked to him in a long time. I should try to find him.
Well, I got another good example. Another guy that's been blown up. He's gonna be on soon.
Yeah,
Yep.
that'd be good.
It's a good friend of mine from high school. I'll put him on blast because he already agreed to it. But Daryl, I'm coming for you. He got hit. Yeah, maybe. He got hit by a car bomb.
Remember Austin from Western? The other Austin?
Jardine? Austin, if you're listening.
Dude.
I still remember the noodle that you threw up and ate on the spot.
Okay, I heard about that. No, but man, he showed me videos of when he was over there and his car got fucking blown up.
Bro,
he was a turret gunner.
He was a motherfucker. You know that, right?
And, like, dude, those videos
Yeah.
were insane.
He was such a motherfucker. I hope you know what? We should try and get in contact with him.
I am on Instagram right now. I'll mess right now.
Hit him up right now.
At least I'm pretty sure I am on Instagram.
So,
I got him on something because I know I still see him every once in a while.
but I think one of the things that we felt that was slightly notable going back to the whole conversation of humility and sensitivity was...
For the record, I found him and I'm messaging right now.
Do it. Message him right now. Was the ability to stay humble. You know?
Yeah.
To be real. To be real, and actually something that I kind of wanted to talk to about was the ability to quote unquote, air quotes, like read the room, you know? You know what I'm saying when I talk about shit like that?
Yeah.
When I say read the
one
room,
thing about
it's like...
me is like I'm more of the stand back and observe type individual.
Yeah, observation. Yeah, for sure.
But I'm also like I'm also the asshole. Like I will play stupid just to see how you react.
So that kind of plays in.
I'm a bully to bullies.
Well, that's not a bad thing. When I say read the room, I'm like, when something shitty comes up, or in a conversation like that comes up in a group or something like that, or even something that's...
Well, usually in a group you can find out right away who's what and who's not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make comments about who's what and who's not, but you know what I mean about who's what and who's not.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
so kind of maybe when you muffle yourself a little bit, kind of just observe a little bit, you know, figure out who's who, who's what's what.
Oh yeah, I can fade back in the crowd so quick.
Yeah.
You're like, where the fuck?
And then
I'm watching.
You read the room and you feel like you know who you can say what to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're probably one of the best at that.
At work,
that's one of my favorite things. You know, fucking everybody comes to me, dude. Oh, he's sitting in his truck again. I'm like, yeah. Well, maybe you should figure it out.
Well, again, I'm not gonna say names because I know this individual listens.
Oh, he's sitting in his truck again. And I'm like, yep. Well,
yeah. Well, and this is a true fact, and this is unfortunately, I think, what some people tend to forget. I'm here to make money. I am not here to be your fucking friend. If I make friends with you along the way, that's a bonus.
Yeah, cool.
But
not for you, boy.
If you're gonna get in the way of my 6 figures, fuck yourself. If you're gonna ruin my fucking day, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
I'd rather go sit in my truck, listen to my music, be in my comfort, my special place, which for me, my personal special place is my personal vehicle. My truck is like a child to me. I'm comfortable there. It's my spot, you know. A lot of people at work just want to get together and be like, oh, fuck this, fuck that. I'm having that. Like, dude, we all have shit. I don't give a fuck about your shit because I'm trying to figure out how to fix my shit.
Do you really think I need your drama?
Yeah. You know, and then, like you said earlier, me being close with some of the higher up individuals, some people try to dig information out of me.
Do they?
Oh, all the time.
Tell them to fuck off.
Dude, if anybody knows me by now, like, I might fuck with you, So this is the best part. And some of these individuals are starting to figure this out. They'll come to me and they'll ask me a question. I won't give them the legit answer, but I'll tell them some crazy shit just to see how fast it takes for it to spread.
Yeah. You play
And then
telephone.
I'll get a phone call from certain higher ups laughing, and I'm like, "Wow, that was pretty quick."
Well, today's was only an hour and a half.
Yeah, sometimes
Holy shit.
it's a lot fucking quicker than that. I'm not gonna say like is that one was in it.
Nope.
But a certain individual that I work very closely with was like, calls me and goes, "God damn, 15 minutes." He goes, "Are you serious? Are you really fucking with him?" Yeah. What the fuck else am I gonna do? God damn, we're so slow. I got nothing else going on.
Shit.
Like, maybe that's why a lot of people tell me I was cynical. Cause like I'm just like, if I know I got you,
Well,
I'm gonna fuck with you.
I mean, if you
Like-
know that you're stepping into the snake pit,
Yeah.
why the fuck would you fuck with them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude,
Everybody knows what you're
was it?
doing there. You know that, right?
I just met what I'm doing there.
Everybody fucking knows what you're doing there, but still they insist on fucking poking the snake.
Yeah.
Go ahead, dipshit.
Yeah, go for it.
How
Like-
stupid do you feel now?
Like, there's
Really?
some individuals that'll come to me. Like, okay, this is real
Really?
shit.
It got back to the boss. You're surprised?
This is real shit. And I think some people use that to their advantage. I think some people come to me. Like, let's just say you.
Sure.
You don't like maybe you don't have the balls to go talk to the boss directly. So you'll come to me. You'll bitch about your problems.
Yep.
And expect me to then turn around and tell said boss the problems for you. Sometimes I will if I think that it's going like certain individuals are going to hurt themselves because
Why are you gonna word it like that?
there are some individuals and I'm like their brain ain't working right.
Something's wrong.
This dude's gonna kill himself and he don't even realize it. All right, but anyway, that's why a lot of times people are like, oh man, I don't know what to fucking do. I'm like, just go talk to him. One thing that I will say that my dad always told me: don't ever be scared to ask somebody a question because realistically, you can only get two answers: yes or no.
Well,
The worst thing somebody can say is no.
those are wise words.
Yeah, like I'm like friends. Like, it's not even like I'm like I'm somebody special, but like some guys are like, man, how the fuck did you pull the girls that you pulled? It's because I wasn't scared for them to say no because the worst thing they could say
Is no.
was no.
Yeah, that's the end of it.
You know, some girls even come like, man, you got some balls on you. I'm like, you wouldn't believe it. God gave me nuts, no dick. Like, you know, that's a whole other story.
I'm all
Anyway,
sack. I don't want to talk to you about
yeah,
it.
you know, but anyway. But it's true though, and that's one thing that I can say that I've learned, and I stand by. Even you, hey Sage, can I borrow $500? You're probably gonna say no. Oh,
Right.
fuck. Okay, what am I gonna do? Go shoot myself?
But it's a
No,
fucking
like,
no
it's
until you
a no.
ask.
Yeah, exactly. You never know, and a lot of people don't understand like the chances not taken are the chances you're gonna regret.
Right.
Like it's like, because at least you know, hey, if I go ask, you dude, like, once again, a lot of the opportunities I've had in life was just because I had the balls to ask.
I don't
And a
see
lot of people are like, oh, I can't ask for help. I'll tell you right now, there is not one individual who's made it anywhere in life without some type of help.
Yeah.
Not one person.
Yeah.
I know a lot of very successful people, and there's not one person that didn't have some type of help.
That's fair.
So that's like the end goal in society. You gotta help each other, man.
The funny part is you can hear that statement, and I guarantee you, the majority of people that hear that statement are going to assume like one of two things. Well, for one, money, or for
Yeah.
two, inheritance of some kind.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily what you're saying, and that's what makes me.
Like there's been times in work, like, you know, we work together. I always tell people, if you can step on my back to get to the next level, do it. But you better do it with class. That makes sense?
Can you
Like,
elaborate?
don't throw me under the bus because you're being petty.
So do it correctly.
Do it correctly.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I've had some people do that. Hey, Austin taught me how to do this, this, and this. Come to find out, I am way better at it than he is. I think I should take over this position. And it's happened. And I've had them higher ups come to me and say, hey, so-and-so wants your position. Well, what's the numbers say? Well, numerically speaking, they're better than you.
I have to.
I don't know why we're having this conversation then.
I have to connect a few dots for.
Because one thing about me is I'm a competitive person, and
You are competitive.
I'm very like methodical.
Yeah.
If you're better than me at something, then you've really put some effort into it. That makes sense. And if you are better than me, then you deserve it.
Yeah.
Because until then, fuck off. You know, until you have the ability to make me look stupid, I'll sit here and drink my beer.
You are, in my mind, you are such a diverse soul.
No, I have problems. There's a difference.
I disagree, man. The diversity and the humanity that comes out of you intrigues me. For somebody to sit here and tell me, not only just in 3 episodes, but also in the last hour, that you relate possible baby and child trauma to bunnies,
my bunny.
but to also encourage somebody who may or may not be better to step on you to get to the next position. I gotta tell you, man, the complexities that I'm feeling right now are through the fucking roof. If my roof was worth a damn.
I don't know how to explain it, but besides being a realist.
So
like it's not, and then my
it's your
version of
humility.
realist, right?
That's what it is.
Like, what a lot of people will confuse me for is being like arrogant, being an asshole. No,
I don't think that's right at all.
I'm confident.
Yeah.
But I'm also a man enough to know when I don't know something. Because like there's some situations where some people will try to lie their way through a situation.
Fake
Whereas I'm just saying, hey, I don't know. Prime example. Last recovery I did. Guy from ADOT, DBS, come over. Hey, how long till you're done? You know what, sir? Let me get back to you with an educated answer.
Mm-hmm.
An hour later, he comes back to me. Hey, what do you think? How long do you think it's going to be? Well, I finally gave him a number. And even the ADOT guy didn't even shed a tear. He didn't give a fuck. Because that's when then you find out who actually matters on scene and who doesn't.
Right.
DBS guy then comes to me and goes, hey, where'd you come up with that number? I go, well, the difference between me and other individuals, I'm not going to give you a fake number to just make you happy.
Right.
I'm going to give you an educated number. Let me assess the situation. Let me see what I'm working with. And based off of my talent, I will tell you what I can and cannot do. Whereas a lot of people will just, like you said earlier, they'll lie their way through it.
Uh-huh.
If there's anybody that knows me, that really knows me, knows I am not a liar.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 reasons. I don't give a fuck about your feeling. I don't care what you think about me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Like, hate me, love me, I don't give a fuck.
But in your line of work,
even then,
you don't have any interest.
The best part about when I show up,
there's zero.
The cops on scene don't fucking matter no more.
Yeah, there's. That's the nice thing about what we do is, in our line of work, is when you show up.
Yeah,
it's your game
hey, man,
now.
You wear the badge, but guess what?
Yeah,
when I'm here, I run the show.
I'm cleaning up now, bitch.
Yeah.
So
whoever's in the biggest truck wins. And thankfully, I always show up in the biggest truck.
Almost always.
So, but not to be an asshole about it, but once again, I'm not arrogant. I'm confident.
Right.
But I'm also the very first person to tell you straight up, hey, I'm outgunned. I don't know what I'm doing. I need help. Actually, working at TNT before I even worked at Easy.
Can you say that?
I don't give a fuck. I called Daniel. Said, hey, I'm on a situation. I'm on a recovery. This is the situation.
Yep.
I do not have the resources to do this properly, safely, and efficiently.
Really?
Yeah. And I went to DPS. I went to ADOT. Go, look, I can call somebody. It's going to take them 2 hours to get here. So we're going to have to sit here for 2 hours, not do a fucking thing. Or you can send me home. You can call somebody else, and guess what? They're going to do the same thing.
You can start over.
Yeah. They said, well, call your guy, see if he's able to come. Call Daniel. Daniel, hey, I need you. I need the rotator. I need your help.
Have you had both of them on scene at the same place?
Huh?
You've had both of them on scene at the same place?
Not two rotators. This is before we had the rotator at TNZ.
But you've had...
Yeah, I have a video right here. Me and him did a Snyder
Dude,
truck.
that's like gang wars. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, and the best part is like, with and actually that was the day. That was the day that I earned Daniel's respect. Okay, here's the video right here. That was the day I earned Daniel's respect. He's like, hey, because like he's on the front side with the rotator, I'm on the back side of the truck, and he goes, I will work with you. He goes, you're smart. You understand what you're doing. You know how to run a truck. Because what a lot of people don't realize, when there's two trucks working the scene, if one person is not following the other, somebody dies.
Yeah.
Like, big things happen.
Yeah, I've seen the repercussions of that one.
So, but yeah, there's a video.
Dan
Terrible
theme?
video. But yeah, Daniel showed up. He helped me. We got scene taken care of. And it was great.
Shout out Dan Theme.
And that was the day that Daniel was like, hey.
Yeah, he's like, hey, bro.
Like, we've been friends for a long time, but we never talked about, like, hey, you should,
I think you look better in blue.
Yeah, pretty much.
You feel me?
Pretty much. He's like, dude, if you can do that with what you got there, then... And it's like, no pun intended, but my job here is easy. Compared to what I had to deal with.
Dude.
But
I get those jokes all fucking day. You know who I work with, right?
I don't remember how we even got there, but
Yeah. All fucking day. Oh, it was easy. I'm like, God damn it. Are you through? Are you done yet?
did I ever tell you how they got their name? Did I ever tell you that?
I heard the story. I don't know if it was from you or from somebody else, but it's when the flatbeds started becoming mainstream.
Yeah, it's from me.
Yeah.
So they got the first one, and Carol.
Yeah.
Wow, that's easy.
Carol. Ma.
Yeah, Ma.
Thanks, Ma.
And or Carl, as some people.
Yeah, Carl.
I can't, imagine that a woman.
Carol Thime.
But yeah, she.
Theme.
She's like, God damn, that's easy. And Bruce was like, well, fuck. We'll call it EZ Towing.
Yeah, and there we are.
Yeah.
38 years later. The best towing company in Arizona.
I still can't believe that my ride home was that infant was in the EZ tow truck. And I have a picture of that tow truck.
How's it make you feel?
It's full circle. I'm here.
Was it like it was a 4500, yeah?
I don't know. What was it?
The early days of the Kodiak?
No. It was a Chevy. It was basically the off-road truck we have now, but with a 90s Chevy. Like, literally, it's the same. That wrecker body that's on that truck is the same wrecker body that my dad operated.
Great.
So when I got to go use it the other day,
The sling truck?
yeah, when I got to go use it the other day to move some cars around evidence, it was 100% the truck that my dad operated.
I don't
Kind of
think,
cool, right?
I'm not 100% sure that there's a whole lot of trucks or cars that we could use. Oh yeah, there it is. Dude, that's like a 1990s.
So it's funny. The reason why I bought your old truck was because of this.
Yeah.
So like, because you saw the 1990.
Damn.
Oh, you saw the Explorer that I bought.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I mean, pristine. Owned by some old lady.
It
Never
was
had a problem.
gorgeous. Yeah.
I sold that to buy your Chevy simply because that's what my dad drove. And my ride home from the hospital as a newborn was in that truck right there.
Damn. Shout out James Matthews.
Like,
Fucking raising a badass. What are you doing?
Here's me, like, little kid in a flatbed.
There it is, man.
I wish I could convert like home video to like my phone, because my dad legit has, well, somewhere has home video of me standing on 2 milk crates, running a 50-ton wrecker, rolling over a semi truck at like 5 years old. Granted, I didn't know what the fuck. He said, push that, pull that, whatever.
Right.
But I did it.
That's one of my favorite things, I do have to say.
I tell Amanda all the time. Like, there's a part of me that's proud of where I've become, or who I've become, and then there's a part of me who's not proud of who I've become.
It's so conflicting, man. It's
a lot. I mean, just like the first podcast, the second one.
I've spent so much today
time
with a Jordan cup.
Well, yeah.
What the fuck? And so supportive.
And I have a Miller keychain in my truck right now.
I bet. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but we were talking about the last podcast that I was on anyway. I spent so much time making sure everybody else is happy. And a lot of that's my career because, like, I'm a blue-collar boy.
Right.
So your career is what defines you. When I die, people will know what I did. Like, and that's how I'll be remembered. And that's how I want to be remembered. Like, 100%. But once again, there's also, like, I don't know how to separate myself from towing.
You're going to be remembered as somebody who took care of everybody else?
I guess. Which isn't a bad thing. Like, you made a comment earlier about humility.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, and I'm not joking. Driving here today, I stopped, grabbed some whiskey, grabbed some Coca-Cola. For those listening. Not that other shit.
Yeah.
But there's a homeless guy in Fry's. Now, right now, particularly at this moment, I am not in a good financial position. But he tried to buy some food from the deli, and he didn't have it. I mean, I've been there before. I've been homeless before. I gave him $20, and he bought whatever he bought. I don't know.
Right.
But like,
good on you, man.
The tears, man. Like, as like here I am thinking, like, I'm really not in a good financial spot. Like, I should not have given that $20, but at the same time, I know that 20 will be very easy for me to regain than it is for him to regain.
I think that's a good perspective.
It's like that humility part you were talking about earlier, and I really didn't think about it until after I re-listened to our podcast, and I started thinking about it. Like, you know what? Daniel told me this when I was in a really bad spot. He goes, my purpose in life is to help others. I kind of started thinking, man, that's my purpose too. Like, my purpose may not be to be like super successful, fucking Elon Musk or whatever, but maybe it's just to help as many people as I can along the way. I mean, there's so many people that, without even thinking about it, like, I've helped them, opened my house to them, gave them money, did whatever I could to do to help them, when I probably shouldn't have. And I don't regret one time of it. Like, that's the best part. Some people are like, oh, you don't think about it? I'm like, no, I really don't. I'm not gonna put out any names, but there's a couple individuals that I helped when we were at TNT.
Right.
Up my house to them.
Yep.
Fucking just depleted me. I mean, cost me so much goddamn money. And then all I can think about is, like, look at them. They're out there finally successful. They're with their family. They're doing this. They're doing that. And it's like,
don't you think it's crazy how our first instinct, no matter what the circumstances look like, is to fucking just outland and just...
Well, yeah, that is my judgment of character. Like, if you're not that type of person, like, I can't associate with you.
Well, I know, but...
Like, dude, for real, like, I'm dead serious. Like, I'm in a bad position, right? A buddy of mine, who I helped 2 years ago, I sent him $100. He texted me today. Hey, man, how you doing? Out of the fucking blue. How you doing? I'm doing all right. No, man, no all right shit. How are you fucking doing? I'm struggling. I'm going through some shit. We're talking about... He's like, hey, man, I sold my fucking mini bike. I'm going to send you $140 tomorrow. And I'm like, no, fuck you. He goes, no, fuck you. I have your Zelle account. It's going to come into your account, whatever.
You don't get a choice.
He goes, send it back to me. I'm just going to send it back to you.
Yeah.
He goes, come over here. You know my address. I'll fight you. I'll give a fuck. and first of all, anyone that wants to fight me,
I love that.
Like,
I
that's
love
saying
that.
something, all right? Because if there's anything I'm good at, it's fucking fighting.
We're gonna box.
All right?
It's gonna
I ain't
suck.
no jujitsu or nothing like that, but I just know some fucking, I will kill your ass. That's what I mean. But anyway, so he's like, fuck you. He goes, you helped me out when I was in a tight spot. I'm going to help you out. I'm like, man, I don't need your shit. He goes, I don't give a fuck what you need. He goes, either accept it or I'm taking you out to an expensive-ass dinner. So which one do you want?
Right.
Well, yeah, all right.
All right, just send the money.
Fucking asshole.
I'll deal with it.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just cool like that. And I'll be honest, I have a lot of people that I've helped. Not very often do I get you know, what's the word?
I know.
What the fucking word?
I know
is,
what you're
but
saying.
Yeah, like, I don't get the you know, they don't pay me back.
I'm currently,
it's not
I'm
about
currently
paying
on
back.
the other end of that one.
Well, no, but it's not because that's the difference, like between me and most people. Like, I don't keep tabs.
Yeah.
It's not about what I've given you versus you giving me.
I don't either though.
If I buy you
shit
dinner,
goes, yeah,
it's
if shit goes
$100
out,
and you buy me dinner and it's $20, dinner's dinner.
yeah, I don't.
Like,
when shit goes
you
out,
know?
I don't count that shit.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's why, like, I genuinely mean that. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, it is what it is. Cause like what I said before, if I think this is my worst time in life, dude, I don't even have kids yet. Like, I have so much to fucking.
I'm pretty sure at this point I'm gonna reference to him at least once every episode. But Joe Rogan, if you're listening,
We should.
as we always say,
We should. He's like one of my idols.
dude.
Like,
I'm trying to go see him. You feel me? He says the worst thing that's
I'll
happened to you.
I'll show my tits.
Well,
to get you
that may or may not help. I'm not.
He don't
sure
want to
yet.
see my tits,
Yeah.
but I'll show him.
He always says the worst thing that's happened to you is the worst thing that's gonna happen to you. No, I'm sorry. The worst thing that's happened to you at this point
It's what happened today.
is the worst thing that's gonna happen to you
At this point.
at this point.
Well, just like
How fucked up is that?
no, it's true though. I mean, that's like what I.
Like if you
I'm
think
so
about
glad
it,
you said that. 'Cause,
it's like
the last time I was here, and I was talking about like I understand all these great things, right?
Mhm.
And all I could think about, and I really think about this. I think about it all the time. Like, I'm so pissed off. I'm so upset. Like, this is bullshit. I just want to I want to end it all. Like, I'm a very suicidal individual.
Mhm.
The fact that I haven't done it yet.
he's like it's fucking mind-boggling. I don't even know.
No, which I've tried. It just, that's a whole other fucking story. But anyway, you know, the fact that I haven't been successful, it's like, God damn it. Like, there's got to be something else. Like, there's something I'm missing, right? Like, it's just not my time yet, whatever it is. But it's true, like, whatever I think is hard now is just hardening me for the next step. You know, the only way they say it, the hardened steel is with steel.
Yeah.
Fire and hot, fire and steel.
Yep.
Like,
Bring the pain.
it's like, God damn.
That's just. I mean, he's
I
not
don't know,
wrong.
I don't know how much fucking pain I need, but apparently, whatever. I'll tell you right now. Once again, whatever higher power you look to me, it's God, Jesus, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the fuck they're preparing me for, I'm terrified.
He's like, this
Because the shit,
this better be a motherfucker, because I don't know what the fuck's coming.
I'm telling you right now, I better be in a book somewhere, because the shit that and it's not even just the physical, but like the mental pain, the mental shit. But then again, like I think about just today, picking up the shit just to come here and to talk about it.
Yeah.
I saw a dude that was probably going through 10 times what I can think about.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about it last time. Pressure is not knowing where your next meal is coming from. I gave him $20. That dude bought so much goddamn fried chicken. And then on top of that, they gave him the fried chicken that was expired.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't sell it for the day. This dude legit walked out with 4 bags of fried chicken. Grocery bags full of fried chicken. Like, he probably fit him, all his butt, everything.
He's got a meal for the next week and a half.
You know, and I'm over here, like, just tired.
Uh-huh.
You know?
It's crazy to try and put it into perspective, man.
I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know how to put it.
You can't. And simply,
My perspective's fucked up.
well, everybody's perspective is fucked up. You don't know where he started. You don't know where that shit ended.
The worst part is like I grew up in a shit house.
Yeah.
Like I mean, no offense to my parents. Like they did the best they could at the age they could. But it's like I know people that came from pretty good situations. I know some people that come from pretty bad situations.
Right.
I come from pretty bad ones. And it's almost like my ability to make good money at a young age was both a blessing and a curse. That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes total sense.
Because it's like, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, but I made a silver spoon in my mouth. And then once you've lived that,
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard not to live that again.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I'm not living that right now. It was a hard pill to swallow, but once again, you can't appreciate shit until until you have shit.
I think
That
that
makes sense?
humility is
Yeah.
hugely important. If I had to guess.
I know a lot of people that have had a lot of things. They have lost it all. And they're a stronger person from not having it than they were having it.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's kind of where I'm like, kind of the point where I'm at. I even told about it the other day. I was like, my goal in life is to be successful. I haven't quite figured out what success is. Because some people will tell you that I am successful. I'll tell you that I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't quite figured out the definition of success. But there's some people that haven't even achieved half of what I've achieved, and they consider that success. So it's kind of like I'm not a material person, except for vehicles. I like
Except for vehicles.
like hold up, like I will live in a fucking camper trailer and have a fucking 72 split bumper Camaro,
100%.
like twin turbo, fucking fuck yourself, okay, car.
It is kind of difficult. I find it very difficult to gauge. It's almost impossible to gauge your success off of what you think you know.
Yeah.
And that's
Like once again, somebody we work with today. I don't want to say names, but we talked about this. He's like, dude, you're 28 years old and you've achieved this, this, and this. He's like, I am 40 something, and I'm not even close to that. And it's like, in my head, I'm like, man, I'm not there yet. Like I touched on it last time. Like, I feel like I'm so far behind.
right.
But then, like, to hear from him, dude, I'm fucking 10 years ahead of him, and I'm not even half his age.
It's terrifying, right?
You know, it's like, it is terrifying. I'm like, if I think I'm behind now, you know, what pisses me off, like, some people are like, oh, well, look at all these YouTube kids, these TikTok kids. Okay, well, I ain't that type of kid.
Right.
I'm the type of kid, I got scars, I got problems, I got health issues, like, I work for my shit, you know?
We were still fucking around with the water out the garden hose.
Like, I hope this podcast takes off one day. Yeah, and like one day we're like, dude, I got a fucking paycheck for my podcast. I'm like, good motherfucker. But remember where your scars came from.
Yeah,
You know what I
don't
mean?
forget the shit.
You know, remember us little guys. You know, but nah, man, it's a crazy world. Like I feel like I'm an old soul. I should have been born fucking 40 years ago, 50 years ago, man.
Will you reborn now?
Oh, fuck.
I said now, like it's gonna change next year. Will you reborn this year?
Fuck, hold on. I gotta remember.
Are you 93?
94.
94.
I was like, God damn, hold on. How old am I? I'll do the math. 94. I was born in 94.
That's crazy. I have a hard time with my birthday sometimes.
You know what pissed me off? The whole millennial thing. Some people will tell you millennials are like 90s to 2000s.
Right.
And some people tell you millennials are like 99.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, which one am I? Because I tell you right now, the way that I was fucking raised wasn't as millennial shit.
I think
Okay? I was raised on pain, respect, and discipline.
still
okay?
getting your ass beat.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I think I touched on this last time. Maybe I didn't. So I got married. Those who don't know, January 26th.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was here on that Wednesday before. So we got married Thursday. The Wednesday before, we went golfing. We brought my little brother, who is 12, 13 years old, with us golfing. And this fucking kid, like, I don't even know if he knows how to wipe his own ass. Like, I really don't. Like, I seriously, I'm watching him and I'm like, God damn, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I asked my dad, legit, I was like, Dad, was I this fucking bad? Like, was I like that? He looks at me and goes, no.
No.
He was like, absolutely not. He was like, well, let's face it. So he was 13 years old. At that time, I was racing motorcycles, dragging fucking knees and elbows. Like, I was going through some shit. You know what I mean? I was fucking, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I grew up in a race car world, which to some people sounds great. But when you also realize, like, I don't have a childhood because of it,
It's a lifestyle.
it's a different thing. You know what I mean?
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole lot of shit. But anyway, yeah, I was just looking at this kid. I'm like, please God, tell me I was not that fucking half retarded.
I don't want to be associated with that.
And this isn't like for a me thing. At 13 years old, I beat the shit out of my stepdad. Like, beat the fuck out of my stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
At 13.
Yeah.
My little brother is 12 years old, and my dad's like, this motherfucker couldn't kill an ant. You know,
He's like, what happened?
like, this kid is something wrong. Like,
Yo, I think this one came out broken.
like if my little brother started wearing nail polish and makeup, it wouldn't even bother me. I'm like, you know what?
No
it makes
surprise.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it makes sense. I love him. Like, I ain't got nothing wrong with him. It's just different fucking world, man. Like, my dad was so young when I was born. Like, he treated me like a friend. It wasn't like I was his son. You know what I mean? Now he's like I was like, we're golfing, right? I'm trying. My brother moved away when he was young. I'm not the best older brother. Like, my younger brothers look up to me, but I haven't been there to mentor them. So he's golfing, and a part of me wanted to fucking strangle his ass. Like, I wanted to just choke his ass out. But, like, at the same time, I'm like, you know what? No, this is the time for me to try to be something that he can remember. Okay, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I was like, hey, I know Dad's yelling at you. I go, fuck Dad. Like, I'll kick Dad's ass right now. Okay. And Dad knows it. I made that clear. Now Dad didn't hear me say that, but my brother did. Okay. And my dad heard that shit. He'll fuck me up. All right. But anyway,
smack the shit out of me.
I said, fuck Dad. Okay. I just calm down, breathe. I go, I don't give a shit how far you hit it. I don't give a shit how hard you hit it. All I give a fuck is you hit the goddamn fucking ball. You miss that motherfucker one more time, I'm gonna fucking kill you right here. Like, I didn't know how else to talk to him. So that was the best. That's how my dad would have talked to me. That's how I talked to him.
Did he hit it?
He did. I mean, he touched it.
Okay.
I mean, it was a tap involved.
But the point was inclusive. Yeah, okay.
You know, I'm not gonna say it was brilliant. But I'm going to say it kept me from fucking smacking him.
That's what his point was.
You know? So I was like, hey, you know what? Fucking A. Yeah. Good fucking job.
Yes.
He goes, what do we do now? I go, what we do now is you pick up that fucking ball, you jump my golf cart, we're going to drive the fuck over there because you were not far enough.
Yeah.
So
that sucked, so we're going to drive.
But to him, that was golfing.
Yes.
He didn't know the difference, so he grabbed that ball, he jumped in the golf cart, we drove over. And my dad bought me a beer. Dad was way out there, and I looked at him. I'm like, this is my moment. I go, Corbin, you want to drink a beer? He goes, I can't do that. Dad's gonna kill me. I go, fuck that. I told you 3 times a day I'm gonna fuck that up.
You're not listening
If you
to me.
don't drink this beer, I'm gonna kick Dad's ass. Like, once again, my dad didn't hear that. Some of that heard that. I've been fucked up. So, like I said, anybody that knows my dad is terrifying as hell. So, he took a sip. He didn't like it. I was like, we're not the same. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. He tried it. But I just remember leaving, and my dad's like, wow, you and Corbin really bonded today. I go, yeah,
You could say that.
you don't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad, we...
The best part is the next day, this is like my wedding day. We're at dinner after the ceremony, wedding day. Corbin goes, Austin's ain't gonna kick your fucking ass if you... My dad looks at me and goes, I go, Dad, for the record, I'll fight you right fucking now. Like, I may not win, but I'll fucking fight you right now.
Oh, God.
And all my dad said was, I respect that.
Yeah.
That's all he can. He's like, y'all not the same. I go, does that mean I won? He goes, you want to find out? I go, I don't know yet.
Wait.
Let me drink a couple.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Can we revisit? No, I don't want to. Oh, that's fucking great.
God, dude, I love my dad, dude. Like that man. Both terrifying and motivating at the same time.
I met him like twice, and I kind of miss him.
You
Papa.
should be my football coach.
Huh? I should meet your football coach?
for real.
Why? Dude, I don't know if I'm like...
So like, we ain't gotten into it, but like when I was like
I don't know
the
if I
homeless part of my life,
I don't want any more discipline right now.
my high school football coach stepped in. Like he took me in, and ever since I was like in high school, he was like, "You're one of my sons." You know, he legit treated me like I was his family. And to this day, like he showed up at my wedding, he was there for my fucking ceremony, he was there for my fucking dinner, he was there for all of it. And he's 6'8", 400 pounds.
Jesus Christ, really?
And I don't give a fuck how old he is. He's
That's a big
6'8",
motherfucker.
400 pounds to kick your ass.
Bro.
Ask Momo. Zach. Ask Zach. Zach knows about Coach Hednut.
Jesus Christ. 6'8" what?
Like 400 pounds.
400 pounds.
But like, he's not like, I mean, he's like in his 50s, 60, almost 60.
That's
He's
a big
still
dude.
strong as fuck.
Is he white?
Of course he's white.
That's a big white dude.
Actually, he was Kurt Warner's left tackle in college. Him and Kurt Warner are best friends.
Oh, good. Great.
Like, I met Kurt Warner so many times, like, it's not even, like, when I meet famous people, it's not even a thing anymore. I'm like, fuck you ain't Kurt Warner. You know what I mean? So, Kurt Warner, by the way, is socially awkward. That's one thing. But anyway, Coach Hudnut, man, that dude, like, people who think my dad is terrifying, and then they see this motherfucker walk in.
You said he's 6'8", 400 fucking pounds.
And he talks like Sewer, dude. Like,
Great.
like, he's like every man you think he would be.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Like, to this day, like, now granted, I haven't benched, like, consecutively in 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
8 years I have not been on a bench. I went to the gym. I was benching 350, 365. I was benching 315 for 5, with just 3 plates on each side. That's a lot. I was all excited. Texted Coach, like, "Hey, Coach, you ain't gonna believe this shit. Ain't melon bench." He goes, "Yeah, you got that old man strength." I go, "Yeah, maybe one day I'll be up there." He goes, "Bitch, I'm still benching 495. And I ain't benched in like 15 years." I go, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah. Fuck off,
Like,
Coach.
goddamn. Yeah, but anyways, he took me in.
I felt good.
He took me in when I really needed somebody, and I mean, ever since day one.
That's amazing.
Because like, my mental health is not a recent thing. Like in high school, I was a fucking mess, and then in high school, I also found out that I had a really rare heart disease. Like, hey, you're not gonna make it to 18 years old.
Yeah, they've been telling you that shit for a while.
Long time. I found out that doctors hate this. But you say your profession is a practice, not a promise. It's
What
true.
the fuck?
It's true. Look at
I don't want to.
medical practice, not a promise.
No, I'm fine without looking into that.
Well,
I think
and they told me, hey, son, with your heart, you're not gonna make it to 18.
that's
well,
super awkward because
made
you're
it.
28.
Awkward. Try living for 2 years thinking you're going to die and everybody treating you different.
Yeah.
That's fucking awkward. and then yeah, I made 18. Then it was 21. Then it was 25. Then it was
Shit
like,
just keeps rolling.
now it's 30, and I'm like, I'm almost there. And
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good. Like,
Oh,
I'm gonna be
dude.
all right.
Your dirty 30 is gonna be a motherfucker.
It better be a dirty 30.
It's
That's what
gonna
I'm
be because you're not supposed to be alive, motherfucker.
I better not be alive that night. Oh, I swear, if I'm sober on my 30th birthday, I'm kicking somebody's ass.
No, we're going to Vegas.
I better go to jail.
I'm playing in concerts.
I better.
I'm already
Wait,
planning this
Wait,
shit.
handcuffs don't fit me very good anymore.
I don't give a fuck.
We should. I don't give a fuck. Let's do it.
We're going to Vegas, and you're going to a concert. It's already been. I'm already planning shit.
Which I realize, like, concerts with you has been a thing.
Mm-hmm. I got this. Don't you worry about me,
Wasn't I Prevail your last one?
dude. It's gonna be again this season. They're coming here for you
How
fest.
old am
28.
I? What's my birthday?
Fuck, I don't even remember, dude.
April. Fuck, my birthday's in April.
Yes.
Hold on. It's my Facebook total.
In May. This is how you know.
I don't give a fuck when my birthday is. Like, it's on my. I'm looking on my fucking Facebook right now, because I really don't fucking know.
For all the listeners out there, this is how we know. It's almost time for another pickleback, and it's almost time to end this.
Oh, we should ending it. No,
Oh.
pickleback. Yes.
Oh yes.
Let's just make a fucking random 3-hour video of me avoiding all your serious conversations.
Well, we're almost an hour for that.
Yeah,
Look at, we're almost 2 hours in.
because you said, for the record, you said there's some things you want to talk about, but I've just
I
been
did.
pretty good about not talking.
You have 100% danced around all of them.
No,
Um,
the pickleback part though, yes.
In May,
May.
U-Fest. Here.
We're at Action Pavilion.
It's not called auction no more.
What's it called?
It's now it's Talking Sticks.
Wait, no, hold on. Action
Bullshit.
Pavilion was 83rd McDowell.
Yes, they changed it. It's Talking Sticks shit now.
Talking Sticks in fucking Scottsdale.
Yes, I know, but they bought that. Just trust me. So
You're probably right, because
the headliners are Godsmack and I Prevail. Hey, lawn tickets.
Godsmack is still going.
Lawn tickets are $25 a piece. Austin. So we're gonna go, and we're gonna have it's 2:30 on a fucking Saturday. So,
It's perfect old man time.
dude,
Perfect.
I'm gonna be shit faced before I Prevail comes
Yeah.
on.
Shit faced by 5.
Yeah.
Asleep by 7. We're
Yeah,
good.
it's gonna be great. They're like, what about the opener? No, fuck the openers. No.
I think it's funny that you just said Godsmack, and we were literally just talking about Sully.
Yeah.
Before the fuck. Okay, anybody, I don't give a fuck. Anybody that's listening that doesn't listen to Godsmack, go watch Sully sing. His fucking neck vein.
He is all neck.
Dude, he is 5'5" of fucking voice.
Yes.
Like, Under Your Scars is one of my favorite songs, and watching him sing that song, like, he literally sings his whole heart out, and the vein in his neck makes me have a fucking cardiac arrest.
From Boston,
Okay.
which is even better.
Is he from Boston for real?
Yeah, they're all from Boston.
All of them?
Yeah, the whole band.
What?
Yeah, it's super crazy,
I'm almost kind of concerned.
dude.
Like,
So the last person to enter that band was Kelly.
every time I think about Boston, I think about Ted. The movie.
Oh,
Hard.
damn Yeah.
Fucking Mark Wahlberg. Goddamn.
Shit, I don't want to be disrespectful now.
What?
The drummer.
I wouldn't know. I only know Sully. I just know that
Shannon Larkin.
the first song
Sorry.
that I can remember as a child, like
Yes.
legit, the first time I can remember saying, "Hey, that is my favorite song," was "Voodoo" by Godsmack.
That's the first one.
The first one that I can remember.
Oh.
That or Bloodhound Gangs.
Oh, stop it, animals.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Well,
is
that's
it Animals or Discovery?
that's censored. I'm being censored.
But it is one of those two songs. And then I remember a friend of mine, when The Matrix came out. Hold on, let me look at the song.
He said, "Hold on."
Stand by.
inverted moment. You know what I have to say?
Why are you?
Excuse me.
Shit?
I did not mean to throw my phone. So in 20...
Time Bomb.
who's
Random. But if you listen to Time Bomb by the first Matrix, Neo is fighting the dudes and he's like standing on the pole and swinging around. If you put that fucking song to that, dude, kick ass. Anyways.
That?
What were you gonna say?
The year I turned 18, I don't know what year that was.
I mean, math would figure it out.
I'm 34.
You're gonna make me do it?
Jesus Christ. So we're going to say it was like 2008-ish.
Hold on. What year were you born?
88.
88? Yeah, you're old. It's okay. My wife's born in 88. She'll be so mad right now. Plus 18. Yeah, 2006.
Yep. So in 2006, my buddy Daryl, which is the one I was putting on blast earlier, he's going to be on here soon. He also got blown up. He took me to... It was Shinedown, Rob Zombie, and Godsmack. That was the concert.
Shinedown was back that far.
Yeah. And this is what pisses me off, was the fact
What
that...
was your buddy Daryl's name?
Daryl?
Yeah, what was his last name?
Tusting?
Who?
Tusting? DJ. You've met him.
Who's the friend that I know that I met through towing somehow that knew you?
Oh, I don't know. It wasn't Daryl.
God, I towed his car. And I was like, oh, you know Sage?
So, I saw Shinedown then, right? They were the openers.
Brandon?
They were shitty-ass
Is
openers.
it Brandon? I'm listening about...
I saw Shinedown with Jelly Roll last year. And Shinedown still sucked live.
They sucked?
They still... was not a good live show.
You know...
Shinedown
funny.
opened for Jelly Roll. And Jelly Roll was still so much better than Shinedown.
Is that funny that Shinedown, who's been around for years, opened
Well, doesn't that tell you?
for Jelly Roll?
Yeah.
Okay, although I will say their song Monsters, if you've ever heard it, listen to it.
Shinedown?
Yeah, Shinedown. It's
Monsters?
called Shinedown Monsters. Download it right now.
I probably already have it, dude.
It talks about like mental health,
Yeah.
and he's like, "My monsters are real."
Oh, yeah. I've definitely heard that.
Yeah, you do that. I just recently found that song a couple weeks ago.
Just do that.
I just recently found it, and
You stop that shit right now.
it resonates pretty hard with me. It I don't know why, but it resonates pretty hard, man.
I love... It irritates the shit out of me because their music, Shinedown's music, dude, is some of the most heartfelt shit I've ever heard in my life. And I will blast that shit all day on my fucking shit.
Yeah, but they suck live.
Oh, I don't know why. I don't understand it.
Like their song 45. Oh my god.
You can get a stadium singing that shit.
Dude, it is like I'm gonna say it, I don't give a shit. I think about suck starting a fucking 45 every day.
Yeah.
Like I legit, this is not a joke, think about it all the time. That song is so like, it resonates with me so bad. But then like I hear it acoustically and I'm like, go and fucking suck a dick.
Right.
Like what is wrong with you? You know?
You're like, I don't know shit about fuck.
Ah, dude, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And if people disagree, I don't care. So it's like I said earlier about fuck your feelings, I really don't give a shit.
I agree with you.
Dude, we should just make this a randomly super long podcast.
It's already headed that way.
It is. What's your longest one so far?
Probably.
I know Zach's was 2 hours.
It was close.
You know, Zach's gonna hear this right now and go, fuck that, we're doing 4.
He's up. No, bitch. Now we're in 3. No.
God, that'd be a day though. I'm telling you, like I said earlier, me and Zach on the same podcast. We need to get on a microphone.
We're gonna do it. Well, I have more mics.
He said that.
Yep. I can try and make it happen.
I was yawning.
Yeah, I may not even need another mic because maybe I'll just wire up to the mic that's temporarily
Dude, we can
turned
just
on.
put this like right
and
between
you and
us.
Zach can just
We'll
fucking
just let it rip.
You and Zach should just handle an episode.
Shit.
That'd be cool as fuck. Actually,
just the stories alone between us two.
would you guys do it?
I'm sure we would. I'm sure we would.
Just let you and Zach handle a fucking
I
episode?
should call him right now. He'd probably answer the phone.
Do it. He's at work.
So, 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Where's he working?
He's a bouncer, bro.
Where?
Bombers. Call him, though. Let's see if he answers.
Is he at Bombers? We should go to Bombers.
No.
That would not be good. I'm definitely calling him right now. Don't speak here.
I am so thankful for everybody listening to this.
I hope it's the same number.
You guys are the real MVPs.
Let's really call him.
Yeah. It's a real thing.
He probably won't answer.
No. He knows you're coming on. He liked the episode.
Well, that's not good. Or is it? I don't know.
That's super funny.
I should call Bomber. Looking for that. Oh, yeah.
So-
Fucking dick.
So obviously you know that the little blips that I post,
Blips, yeah.
they go live immediately. So he knows you're on tonight. Those are the ones that go live immediately. This probably won't broadcast for 2 weeks, which is unfortunate.
Is he working at Cherry Bombers right now?
I think he's a bouncer at Bombers.
It is Friday nights.
Yeah.
I'm going to call Cherry Bombers.
Are you? We're gonna have some fun with this, folks. You guys are in it for the bit of a fucking haul.
And if not, we can at least go over there and have a drink.
Oh. We'll talk about that off the air.
The problem with the problem with Bombers is the past history.
Oh, there's too much history. So,
I think everybody growing up like has their bar. Dude, it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
yep.
I didn't think about that. Like, if we try to go over there right now, we'd have to leave like right now.
So,
I'm calling Bombers. As long as our Google number's right.
I'm curious to see who's answering.
I don't know. How to get there anymore.
This is part of the consequence of our schedule working.
I'm looking for Zach Morgan. Looking for Zach Morgan.
Oh, it's so busy there. Oh, dude. Just get hung up on.
No. Well,
Oh, we're on hold. Part of the shitty part of our schedule, 12, 13-hour days, is we get the unfortunate ability of recording and conversating when we have the time, and sometimes that leads us to times like now when you get hung up on.
I tried.
It's almost like 1 a.m, but we're here trying to, have some drinks and give a good conversation.
Oh, Lord.
And tonight, for us, luckily, is a Friday night. And we're trying to have a good night.
Dude, I go forever. I got so much stuff. But there's still so much that you haven't asked.
No, I actually didn't ask anything I wanted to tonight.
Go for it. We got time. Fuck it. What are they going to do?
No way.
What are they going to do? Say, oh, it's too long?
I'm not going to open that can of worms.
Go for it.
Not at this point.
Why?
Because
Now's the time because I'll fucking say it. And, later on, I probably won't say it.
that's a whole another series of episodes.
Go for it. We got time.
He said we got time.
I got nothing to do in my life.
Oh, shit. I think at this point,
Gotta at least ask one of them.
well, it is all one of them.
Should I be scared?
I wouldn't say scared.
Like one question is gonna be like, hold up.
It's all like one topic.
We can at least get started on it.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you one
We
thing.
can leave like my 5 fans like and expect what the fuck?
5 fans.
Yeah. Maybe 4. 3, do it for Dale. You know what I mean?
Well, fuck. Now I gotta say something.
Yeah, you have to. Don't be a dick. Look how you cracked your neck for that, Chevy. Can I start stretching?
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to start stretching.
The pull-up bar is in the closet. Look for it. Oh God. So, the one thing that I think we're gonna get into a little bit next time when I see you is we're gonna talk about why you're a people pleaser.
God, that's terrible.
Yeah, I know. It's a whole another episode's worth. But I want to talk to you about it. And I want to get to the bottom of it.
That is such a shitty, but like a good subject
Yeah,
at the same time.
yeah. I know the way I worded it was super shitty, and I apologize for that.
No, it wasn't. It was like it's shitty for me. Like, but it's maybe learning from others. Like I don't know.
But we're gonna delve into
Or
that
others
one.
learn from me, I guess.
I say it the way I say it because I think that you don't. No, I say it the way I say it because I don't want you to be that way. Because I don't think that people deserve what they get from you.
I mean, I can agree with that. Well, like I said last time though that I was here, like this is 100% truth. Like if I was given the opportunity to make me happy, I wouldn't know. Like just because I had billions of dollars doesn't mean I'd be happy. Like I really, outside of being a servant for others, I don't know who I am. That makes sense?
It makes a lot of sense, but
You know, like prime example today. It wasn't the fact that the gentleman was homeless.
mm-hmm.
It was just the fact that I was able to do something for somebody else. Like it had nothing to do. Like that guy could have been a billionaire, but he could have left his fucking debit card at home. If I could have bought him some food, it made me feel better. Like
You know
the
what?
problem with me is I've done a lot of wrong. I've done a lot of wrong. A lot of wrong we haven't gone into, we haven't talked about. I don't even know if I will talk about it. I try to compress it. I try not to talk about it as much. But I've done a lot of bad things in my life.
Uh-huh.
A lot of things that people don't realize. A lot of things that my family doesn't understand who I am. And it's almost like my way of coping with that is by doing right by others. You know, if I can try to be, you know, I don't know how to explain it, be, you know, the saving grace or the saint or, you know, whatever it might be for that person that day. Like, if I can just try and do some good for somebody, it makes it almost like all the bad things that I do better. As terrible as that sounds, because I understand, and I 100% believe, no matter what you did, no matter who you are now, it does not change who you were. Make sense? Because one thing I've learned about somebody, this is 100% true, coming from the fucking devil himself. People don't change. People just get better at hiding who they are.
If I'm being honest with you, man, I'm gonna disagree on that token.
Disagree with all you want. You're in denial. Don't get me wrong. People understand, hey, what I did was wrong.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you don't still have those urges, those tendencies, those.
Oof. Oh God, that's like 2 episodes in itself.
That's what kills me. Like, oh, you
That's
can
a-
change.
that's
no,
a
you
good one.
can't. You can't. You just get better at hiding who you are. You are who you are, and you are who you are for a reason, good or bad. Good or bad, you are who you are.
Oh, you're teetering right now.
You have no idea. This is
Oh
my life.
fuck.
This is every day.
I can see exactly where that fucking teeters and where that draws the line, but fuck.
Every day I wake up with that problem.
Oof.
Like I legit. I'm telling you, like the difference for me to be able to tell what's right and wrong is the defining line. Because people are who you are. You are who you are. I studied psychology in college. Like you are who you are. You just get better at, like for me, okay, this is 100% true.
Uh huh.
I deceive a lot of people. Like,
You're dabbling in something I'm thinking, but I'm gonna let you go ahead for a
well, a
minute.
lot of people think of me what they think of me, and then if you ask that person versus somebody who's really known me from when I was little,
Right.
like, no,
What the fuck?
I know. But then if there's also some individuals you ask like, hey, they knew me in high school versus what I am now, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
no, he's playing you. Like, it's just you are who you are, and you become adaptive to your surrounding, and it's the law of what's the guy did, Darwin. Survival of the fittest.
So you're speaking from
Like, for example, like, I am who I am. Not gonna say who I am. People can find out whoever. But like, if like, let's just say you are who you are, and for some reason I want to be friends with you.
Mhm.
I will slowly mold myself to what you want me to be.
Mhm.
So all you see is what I am. But then, what you don't see is who I am. That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes total sense.
Like,
As
that's
fucked
why,
up as it is.
like, people are like, oh man, you're so understanding. No, I'm understanding because I know the dark side of it. It makes sense. Like, I'm telling you, the day that I'm not able to define right and wrong is the day that y'all should lock a motherfucker up.
That's so interesting. That whole thought process.
You have no idea. I think about it all the time. Like,
Well, coming from somebody, you're educated to some degree.
yeah. The problem, the issue I have is I have a really high IQ, which is not really a good thing if you look at it a certain way. Some people are like, oh, you have a good IQ, you have a high, like my IQ, the last one I said was a 187, which is like fucking, like a 150 is like genius, right?
I was like, did you pinpoint it at 187?
Yeah, no,
Because that's fucking
that's
healthy.
whatever the fucking test that I took. They said, hey, your IQ's a 187.
Great.
Okay.
They marked him at 187. Awesome.
But do you know where my 187 was accompanied to? What psychology? You ever like had a friend, and people have noticed this. Like, around me, he's one way. Around other people, he's another way. Around this group, he's another way.
Yeah.
They're adaptive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a chameleon. What I am is not what you see.
I pick up on this quite a bit.
But
I'm not speaking about you specifically.
I will say this though: you know me long enough that like if I had any slip in my game, you would notice it, right? So like you know who I am, like because generally, and I mean this wholeheartedly, I'm a good person. I'm a very good person until you give me a reason not to be. If you give me a reason not to be a good person, I will ruin your life slowly.
I like to feel like at this point I have a solid grip.
No, 100%. I would think so.
Huh?
I would think so. Because, like, the best part is, like, people always say, it's always hiding in plain sight. I'm an honest person.
Yeah.
Ask me whatever you want.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier,
That's the funnest
don't
part, right?
ask me the question you don't want the answer to.
Right.
Because I am who I am. Like, I show it. Like I laugh because, like, the small dick thing, like, everyone laughs at. Like, not saying for general. But, like, for example, I make those comments, right? And I'll say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I am. People will laugh. Like, oh, that's so funny. I'm like,
No.
no, that's serious.
No, dude.
And, some people are like, oh, you're a little fucked up. You have no idea.
You're like, you're a little stupid because I'm telling you.
But that's the best part. I think that's the part of this is like, it just goes to show. Like, for some reason, I was watching a video recently, motivational video, and people like certain social media like personalities. People look up to them like, oh, their life's amazing, and then that person like commits suicide because their life sucks.
Right.
Well, it's the same concept. It's not in it's the prime example. What you see is not what you get.
No, 100%.
Like, that's I've had a lot of people like, man, I look up to you. Like, I want to be like you. I'm like, no, you don't.
The fuck you do.
If anything, like, away from me.
Right.
Okay? Like, my tattoos on my hands, chained to life, hooked on the thrill. What does that mean to you?
Well, I know what it means to me.
What does it mean to you?
I mean, you're making operator references.
But is it?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I was actually thinking about this earlier while you were sitting there talking.
You know what's funny?
To
The
be
customer of all people pointed that out. Like, look at my hands. This is like literally Monday.
Yeah.
Today's Friday. Monday. They're like, your hand tattoos, what does that mean? Like, oh, one hand says chained to the life, one hand says hooked on the thrill. And they're like, but what does that mean? And, you know, my first thought is, oh, well, you know, towing. Like, you know, chains and hooks and all that.
Yeah.
And part of that's true. I've tried to do other things. I can't fucking stay out of towing. But other part of that is like my addiction, my personal preference, the way that I really think and the way that I hide it. Like, the chain of the life and hooked on the thrill is very different. Because like chain of the life might be the way that I feel.
Right.
But hooked on the thrill is like me hiding it.
Oh.
Makes sense?
It makes total sense. I just have I'm conflicted because I find myself recently trying to find myself away from being associated with it.
Well, I mean,
Does that make sense?
fuck, nowadays is so hard, man. Like, nowadays are so fucked up. Like, and like, if you take like what I consider normal people out of it, every day you don't know if a man's a man, if a woman's a woman. You don't know you don't even know if it's okay to call them that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not I really have no idea about politics. But let's just say I'm an independent.
Mm-hmm.
But if I say, just joke, oh man, fuck that, I'm independently thinking, and you're well, I don't know what, Democrat. Like, I genuinely have no fucking idea what that means.
Right.
So like, just where people think, oh, I'm a Democrat. Oh, how dare you?
Oh my god.
You think that's bad? Man, you should see my dreams. You should see the nightmares that keep me up at night. Like, you have not a fucking clue. Like, I don't know. It's just. But like my tattoos, man, they have a lot of double meaning to them. And some people are like, man, those tattoos look like shit. And they might. Like this one here on my forearm, man. It's an angel looking into the reflection of a demon.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's the whole poem, The Man in the Glass. And basically the poem states, like, when you look at yourself in the mirror, what other people see. I'll tell you right now, I'm not.
No.
Nobody is.
No, we're not allowed to be in this day and age.
There's not, and this isn't like a fuck you thing. There's not very many people that I know that are 100. And I've known you for a long time, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're going on what, 8-9 years. Like, I still don't know everything about you. I don't know your routine. I don't know your beliefs. I have no idea like what political party you are. Like, I don't. And a lot of it's because I don't give a fuck. But it's just like,
it's crazy.
I know who you are, like on a personal level, like on a connection level.
Right.
But at the same time, like, you know what I am, or who I am on a connection level. But it's also who I let you.
It's crazy to think about, right?
Like, yeah.
That's one of the more fun parts that I've been experiencing recently.
And this isn't like about me being like an evil person. What I'm trying to state is, I think the big problem is a lot of people see social media as like, oh my god, look at him, he's so successful. And it's like, I mean, and I'm not, like, I personally don't think I'm successful. Like, some people like, oh my god, you have the truck you have the house you have.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the house I live in is not, I don't even pay for it. Like, the truck that I have, I'm struggling to pay for it. Like, all these things that I have, it's like, I'm not that well, and I say that because there's one individual who I looked up to, and I'm like, hey man, like, I want to be like you. And when I finally started to realize who he was,
Mhm.
I found out he was not what I thought he was. But like, I think a lot of people like forget what reality is.
It's so funny.
Reality is dark.
It's so funny that you kind of. I'm gonna dabble in this for just a second, then we're gonna close this thing out. I had a recent pretty solid realization, and I really enjoyed it. So my nephew Devlin was on recently.
I still have to listen to it, but yeah.
No, it's
I
okay.
saw it.
I don't
I
think
saw it.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's. At this point, when we're recording, it's not live yet.
Well, the cool part, okay,
He'll be posted.
I listen to it a lot, and
Yeah.
I really do. Like, believe it or not, I listen to. I don't know why I haven't listened to his. I listen to Jay's.
It's not.
Listen to
It's
Zach's.
not on there yet.
It's not.
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh fuck.
Is
Well,
at this point
well,
while
that
we're
would make
recording,
sense.
it won't be broadcasted until next week.
oh, well, that makes sense.
So,
Cause I listened to Zach's a couple times. I listened to Jade's a couple times.
yep.
I've even fallen asleep to some of it. I have these bitchin' headphones I can wear while I sleep. It's
Yeah.
great. But it's
Um,
almost like a storytelling.
we had me and my nephew had a really fun conversation because he's my nephew, right? I obviously grew up with him since birth. Him and I lived together in many different situations.
Random. Is he the aunt? Remember when we played beer pong at somebody's house?
That was my sister's house.
Is this your sister's
That's
son?
my sister's son. Yeah, Devlin.
You remember? Remember when you told them, "Hey,
Yeah, he's never played.
He's never played."
He's never played beer pong. Wow.
Dude, okay,
That was the roughest 4 games of their life.
like totally random, totally random. But dude, like, so
Oh god, that was a good night.
Amanda's dad and stepmom was over it like last weekend.
Yeah.
I was on call, but I smoked some barbecue. They came over for dinner.
Mhm.
And Dad started talking about beer pong. And he goes, "Hey man," he goes, if there's anything that I remember about when you first started dating Amanda was Josh coming home just mad as fuck."
About beer pong?
Yeah, because I told him the same thing. Like, "Hey man, I'm not very good at this. I have no
Oh
idea.
yeah, I never played this
Like,
before.
teach me the rules."
Yeah.
Same thing I did at your fucking sister's house.
Yeah.
And we just swept the board. Like, cause I used to, hey man, I used to pay my rent by playing beer pong. Like, I had to be good at it.
You proved it too.
Several times.
Especially over there.
But I remember, the best part was like me meeting your family, which is not what you would expect.
No.
Your family's like, is it Mexican or Indian?
Mexican.
Mexican.
Yeah.
So very brown.
Yeah.
Versus you very white.
Yeah.
And so already I'm like,
What the fuck?
I'm not in the right spot.
Yeah, wait a minute.
And then you're like, "Yeah, dude, I'll teach him how to play. Like, we'll figure it out." And I'm like, "Bro," and you're like, "Just do you." I'm like, "Bro, they're gonna figure it out." Like, I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
Do me what?
Like, you would throw the ball, you'd make a cup, I'd make the same cup.
Dude.
And then you'd miss, I'd miss. Or you'd make the same cup, I'd make the same cup. And it's 3 every time.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they never made a single cup in their fucking whole game, and we're like, down to the last cup. And like, we just kept missing like 4 or 5 chances in a row, just trying to give them a chance. Finally, I'm like, "Fuck this, dude!" I just drained that motherfucker.
Dude,
And they're
you
like,
remember
what
that?
the fuck? And the
You
best
remember
part
that
was,
game cup for cup.
I stared him in the eyes. I go, "Hey," "I'm done fucking around. If you don't think I'm for real, I'm gonna stare at you in the eyes the whole time I make this cup."
And you fucking did
and I
it.
drained that bitch.
To my fucking brother-in-law.
And I'm
We were all-
pretty sure that was the moment they're like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
Because
Let me show you where the front door is.
it wasn't even like we were playing for money. It was just their pride they were mad about, you know?
I do remember that though,
Like,
because
God, good times. Good.
there was definitely a couple games where
I
they didn't
literally
get
just
shit.
brought this up last weekend because Mike, Amanda's dad,
Yeah.
was like, "Wow, you're really good at the game." I go, "You want to hear the best story
Yeah.
ever about this game?"
You haven't
Sage's
seen
fucking
shit.
family almost fucking me up because I was so good at this game.
That was such a good day.
I thought it was a joke. I thought they'd pick up because I'm not, dude. Like, one thing of anyone, I'm not a good liar. Like, I'm not. Like, the best part is I'll tell the truth 1,000 times. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's being funny." No, that's the truth. Like, you just don't believe me.
Yeah.
But, like, I'll tell him, like, hey, I've never played this game before, but I'm pretty good.
It's not
Well,
my,
I lied about part of it, but I was right about a lot of it.
it's not my fault you're not listening.
Yeah. You know? And they're like, oh, my God, he's really good. No, he told you that. It's like, that's the best. I'm telling you, the small dick joke. Everyone gives me shit about it. It's true. Fucking.
I love it.
Even you laugh. Like, it's true. Like, I don't understand.
Oh, one of these days I'm sure I'll see it.
3 inches of dangling fury.
We can put that thing on the table.
Dude, the best part is, what I've learned,
Uh-huh.
the spot is like 2.5 inches in, 1 centimeter up. I have a perfect curvature. So as long as I don't try to hit bottom, which is not bottom, by the way, it's perfect. Like, I'm all there, dude.
I'm real close to wanting to see this little fucker.
I ain't had that much whiskey yet.
That's
but,
fine. That's where we're at.
like, I'm an innie most of the time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I got pee, I like pop it out like a pimple.
Give you the old 1-2. Oh, on that note.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one.
No. Oh man.
You can go home.
Yeah, we're gonna end this on a good note.
Best part is
3 inches of fury.
I've gone almost 2.5 hours
Yeah,
of you not asking a single question.
that's the longest one. Yeah, I haven't had a whole lot of time to ask questions.
Goals.
Yeah. We'll get into that one next time, I suppose.
I promise next time
What do you promise next time?
I'll be serious,
Oh,
professional.
that's all right.
Not that this wasn't serious. This is like true, but
This will be episode. Oh shit!
Three.
No.
Aired 3.
Oh, yours.
3.
3.
3.
Episode 10 in total.
God, that's good.
Maybe 11.
That's good.
Yep. So
Well, you can't. Zach's here every fucking 4 hours.
every goddamn 4 hours.
Goddamn, I love listening to
Yeah.
that shit.
Just so we're clear, we love Zach.
Like every time I'm telling you for real, his first story made me cry because I was there. Like, I lived through that moment with him, and it was.
His stories are amazingly individual.
I saw it. Like, you know, he went from having the best shit to like, hey, can I borrow your bat?
Yeah.
Like, that's why. Like, to anybody out there listening who wants to like discredit Zach, I was there. Like, I know.
Do you have any plugs or honorable mentions that you want to bring up?
About what?
Any plugs? Anybody you want to shout out? Nothing like that?
Bro, I don't have friends. I talk to you.
Oh my goodness.
Like, well, I mean, when I first started, I don't really know if we're on the area or not, but my buddy who is he you don't have a leg,
Yeah.
a butcher. If I could reach out to him and see where he lives now, he would be, 1, it would make you cry,
Yeah.
but 2, it make you cry laughing.
What's his name?
I don't want to say his name yet.
Say his name.
No,
You have to.
his name is Cody. I'll just say that.
Cody what?
Nope.
Well, if you want to reach out, that's how you reach out.
Well, the fucked up part is his last name is Arabic. I can't pronounce it.
Oof. Okay.
So I'm just gonna go with Cody. But the funny thing, he's white as fuck.
Yeah.
But his mom is like, oh no, sorry, his dad is Arabic. His mom is white as shit. I really can't pronounce his last name. His name is Cody. IED, blew his leg off. His left arm was kind of fucked up.
Mhm.
But like, we used to always tell him, if you could be look, this is fucked up. If you could be a stand-up comedian,
funny guys.
but dude, he will both make you cry about your own personal shit, but like at the same time, like make you laugh and like his ability to just have such a positive outlook is just. It makes you think of every possible problem you've had is like not shit.
Well, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing.
You know, and then there's another guy. Wow, I'm drawing a total blank. Hold on.
So
Chris, Chris Holguin. That's the name. Chris Hoagland.
Yes.
Kind of totally kind of crazy. I met him being a paintball referee at 18.
Strange.
This dude fucking annihilated people. He come to find out he's a Marine sniper. And one of his tattoos on his arm is a Grim Reaper holding a bag with skulls. And every skull represents a death of his.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's like 7 little skulls. And he had to kill. It's not a good accommodation, but he is the most lethal sniper of children.
Oof.
He's had to kill the most children recorded as a sniper for carrying bombs, whatever it might be.
It's a whole different conversation.
He lives in Colorado now.
Yeah.
But if there's ever a way I get him on here, like,
What's his name?
Chris Hoagland.
Chris Holdman.
Hoagland. Holguin.
If for some reason this reaches you, my friend, please reach out. meversusmeinfo@gmail.com.
Yeah, that dude. Like,
or reach out to Austin Matthews. I'd love to talk to you and get you on.
dude, I mean, he let me sit down in his living room and watch all of his GoPro footage of him overseas.
Oh no.
It was terrifying.
Oh no.
Like 100%. I'm not joking. This isn't a joke. It was terrifying.
Yep.
Like the shit that I thought I've seen in life ain't nothing compared to what this guy's seen. Like looking down the scope of a rifle and taking down fucking children is different. But so I have to pee.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap this thing up like
Yeah.
I was trying to do 20 minutes ago. You got your plugs in.
Love, peace, and bacon grease.
Love Beacon Basin Grease. Basin Grease. What the fuck? He's gonna bounce out and go take a piss. We're gonna end this with. I appreciate everybody listening as usual. That was Austin Matthews. Also, shout out to Easy Towing. That's Greg, Carol, and Daniel Theme. You guys are all badasses. I don't know if you all are listening, but the owners of Easy Towing, TNT, TJ Kiley, everybody related. Thank you for everything, for the amazing experiences, stories, and as always, I repeat, for any questions, comments, concerns, wants to be on, me vs me at gmail.com. I'm sorry, me versus me info at gmail.com. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, me versus me podcast. Look it up, check it out, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Love you. Bye.